Of course, you always got to give it a little bit there. Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome to the shit. Welcome to BabbleGab.
Welcome to what show there, Timmy?
No, we got to keep it clean for the first 10 minutes, otherwise we get rate limiter or some BS.
I was going to say the It Show.
Ah.
With an SH in front of that.
Well.
The It Show. It's the It Show.
Yeah.
We enjoy the It Show.
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
Guess
Timmy.
See this?
Oh, mystery tour. Deconstructing. No idea it was constructed.
It's a whole, what do you call it? It's a whole series of DVD, like they got
DVDs.
Yeah, it's got like Revolver. I mean Rubber Soul and Revolver. It's got all of their albums, and it's a guy doing like PowerPoint presentations in front of a big audience, and he basically explores every Beatles album and plays clips of the songs and clips of them and has every little story behind everything. I thought it was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Like,
it is interesting.
You remember the cover of Rubber Soul?
Yeah.
It's got them and they're kind of distorted looking.
Yeah.
Like they're looking down at the...
I'm listening.
like they're kind of looking down at you and they're all weird, distorted looking. Oh yeah, I need my headphones too. But what happened was they had a photo shoot at a lake and they had all these photos. So they went into this cabin at the end and the guy had a slide projector and he was showing them all the different pictures they took of him. And one of the slides slid off the plate and it gets stuck there and they were all distorted looking. That's what we want right there. That's it. So that cover was one of those happy accidents.
Yeah. Hey, Allie. Allie, yeah, I sent you, check your Facebook Messenger.
I'm going to get my headphones while she's doing her thing. I guess I don't need to do that since I'm just doing my thing.
Doing your thing. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to share. Sharing is caring. Let me see. Facebook.
At least we're not looking at his gold painted toes.
Yeah.
Which would actually give us something to talk about, if we...
Yeah, if we ever have Bonnie Raitt on. Let me say, share. There we go. That's the problem with celebrity guests is like, the ones we want are either dead or 90 years old.
Or the ones that aren't dead just don't want to be on the show,
Yeah, well.
I mean, you can't even get Lauren on.
So. Well, not that I haven't had the courage to ask her yet. I'm worried.
She may not want to come back to work.
Her out.
Hey.
Hey. Anyways, everybody, welcome our special guest. He'll be joining us soon.
Who's muted?
Yeah.
Remember that pit? Remember that thing?
Our special guest, Allie Dalton.
Yay.
Allie Dalton.
Oh, here comes somebody else.
Oh, two Allies.
And Allie.
We have two Allies. Yay.
I'm just going to pull my face over here so I can keep it so I don't have to look up too much. There we go.
And every week I try to come up with a new collage, to put up behind me here. And...
You could have an electoral collage.
You got dumb movies now?
Yes, I've got 80s movies now.
Ah.
Ellie.
Allie, what happened to your chin?
Oh, your mic's off.
Oh, that's right. You said something about a plate or something. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're muted.
She had to do what I had to do, you know.
As long as it's not a COVID thing, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought we were through with that. It's only been 5 years. Oh, hey. Damn you, Kibble. Will you get over there?
There you
Get
are.
out of my way? Thank you. Frozen and muted. Don't you love
And
this
now
new
she's unmuted.
technology?
She's unmuted now, just kind of frozen.
Hey.
Hey,
No, actually, hi guys. I'm unmuted now.
hi. There
Hey.
you
I
are.
had to wear. I still have issues with the teeth, so I
Ah.
had to do the mask thing because I can't let you see me with just my upper teeth. Hi guys.
Hello.
Hi.
Ellie. Hello.
Hey.
I've heard you plenty of times from the past, and I'm glad to meet you
Oh
in
my
person.
gosh. Hi. Glad
You
to meet
could
you
do like
too.
me and just wear a robot helmet or something, you know.
There you go.
Well, I was thinking if we ever did a Christmas show, I'd wear a Christmas hat.
Yeah.
But Halloween is coming very soon, so
Halloween is coming very soon, so this is going to be my Halloween costume.
Ah.
I think I
Well,
am
at
going to be
least
the
for now,
robot for.
anyway.
I will. I think be a robot for Halloween for this show.
Oh, okay.
At least the top half
Okay.
of me. I won't worry about the legs and stuff.
Yeah.
Because I mean, literally, I can't sit down in that thing. Sitting
Yeah,
is
this-
not an
this-
option.
yeah, this time don't paint your eyeballs gold, you know.
Yeah.
Oh God! Oh, that I still get nightmares about that, Tim.
Why?
Well,
You paint? I don't know. I guess it's because I've always had messed up eyes, and after having cataract surgery, and I'm half blind as it is, and I just got new specs.
I
can see
mostly did it
again.
for I mostly did it for Putt's sake because he hated it, so I did
Yeah.
it for him.
Oh,
and as far as painting stuff, the eyeballs were not the worst of it.
No, it wasn't.
do I want to know?
Come on, that's like
No.
every
Maybe I don't want
nine.
to know.
That's like
Let's go
every
watch-
9
Oh,
years.
I don't want to know.
Just go watch the show. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, I just wish you would wait like 18 years for the next time.
Actually, I don't know if I want to see it 18 years from now.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be.
So
we're
it'll be
no,
gone by
we-
then?
we create
got-
memories.
Oh, yeah.
I have dentures, you see, and I cracked my no, it's just total embarrassment because I cracked my bottom plate and I had to get dental glue and try to get that fixed. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. Here I are.
Yeah.
But
Well,
to
no,
be
it's
fair,
just-
in
it's
my
kind of-
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, that's
Allie.
fine. That's fine. It's
You need
just-
to get one of those microphones like the seals have around their neck, and just put it down here. You know.
No, what I was saying about that, my excuse is I started out with the best intentions. I was just a gold elf with armor and everything on. So
And as the show went on, he got less and less armor.
Yeah.
yeah, I just became a gold. I thought, you know what? Why not be a gold statue?
Ah, okay. Yeah, see, my teeth are all natural. They're all effed up, but they're all
This was
Me too.
That's one of those things. When I hit
This
the
is
lottery, then I'm
crazy.
going to go down and get all that crap fixed.
playing in picture.
Yeah.
Why do I hear myself from 2 minutes ago?
Oh, what
This is
causes
really
that?
weird. I'm hearing all
Do
of
I
us
need to
from
put
5
on the
minutes
stupid
ago.
earbud? Because I don't want to put the cans on. I look dumb.
I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. Speaking of looking dumb, oh my God.
Whoa.
Well,
It's the man in black.
Very cool. Oh, he looks more
yeah, I don't
handsome than his
understand-
background.
I don't understand.
Go
This
ahead,
is
Alex.
Timmy's brother Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Sounds like you're
It's
sitting in the shitter, but
so
Well, his house doesn't have any furniture yet.
Yeah, I discovered after I moved in, my office doesn't have lights either.
Ah,
Oh. He's just gonna get dark. He's starting out darker and gonna get darker and darker.
No, that happened to me when I moved into this place. The lights were all burned out in the combination lamp and overhead fan.
So it's kind of the opposite of Michael Jackson.
Yeah, there you go. They look mysterious, kind of like a little Johnny Cash, a little Wolfman Jack.
Yeah.
You know the difference between Johnny Cash and Wolfman Jack?
350.
Why
He's
am I
been
hearing our
Johnny's been
conversation
everywhere. Oh, that's
5 minutes
stupid.
ago?
That's a stupid joke, Tony.
Yeah.
Do you have your? Are you watching this on another media?
No, that's what I need.
Yeah, if you got YouTube open, you need to
All right,
mute
wait a
that.
minute. That's what it is. I had the YouTube channel up. Okay.
Yeah. Typical rookie mistake.
Okay.
Everybody does
Trust me.
that. Everybody does that.
See, I remember. I think
while,
Rush
so-
Limbaugh paid a guy like a 6-figure income just so he could tell people to turn off their radio when they're talking. So anyway, Allie was a regular of our show, The Wrong Channel,
Hey.
that aired from like 2012 to 2021.
Yeah, we did. It really did.
And it was a hell of a lot funnier show than this. But we are working on this. We are trying to do something with it.
We did have fun. We had a lot of fun. We
Oh,
did.
yeah.
And I'm enjoying the hell out of this, and I'm hoping I can be a special guest at some point in the future.
You would
when
probably, Ellie, you would
I'm not-
probably like the Apology None Fun Hour Christmas edition. Because I put
I bet I would.
I put 3 or 4 of our Christmas skits from the we did the Scrooge one, the Wonderful Life,
Yes.
the Rudolph, and the Charlie. You weren't there with the Charlie Brown one, but yeah, we had like there were 4 of our Wrong Channel Christmas specials on there.
Oh, that's a riot. That was so fun.
They were somewhat edited for time, but yeah, it's the whole thing's really good. I'm proud of it. I know I shouldn't be proud according to the Bible, but you know.
Yeah.
They've been bringing me up.
You know what? I think the
last 4
Bible's
years.
really, the Bible's really talking about being overtly religious. You know, like going into the temple and like, you know, look at me, everybody, I'm here, and that kind of
That's
thing.
it. Pride goeth before a fall. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, as if you're too full of yourself, then you know
Yeah.
it's a no.
Yeah, I can
you
see you a little
said
better,
that,
Darren,
Sam.
without the background.
Actually, I
guess.
think you.
Well,
Actually,
I
I
was
think you look
showing
better
off
the
by
other way.
showing you my fancy room.
Ah.
Oh, I see his face barely. That's
Yeah.
that's a
Now
nice
that's going to
I've
work
got-
for Halloween.
I've got a fluorescent
spooky.
lantern, Darren. If you want to come over here and get there, you go.
Of course, I'm
Oh,
hunched
that's
forward,
nice.
and this will get uncomfortable quick.
Yeah.
His beard
We'll
looked
have
green.
Kiana
Darren,
hold
your beard,
your laptop in your face.
Yeah,
Darren,
there
your
you
beard
go.
looked green.
Uh-oh.
Hey,
Hi,
Fidesco.
Fidesco.
Hey, Fidesco.
How you
I'm
doing?
so-
Their rainy season's going to be
How am I
over
supposed to
soon.
get the pizza into the?
Do what?
How am I supposed to get the pizza in?
That's really echoey.
Cardboard in and then slide the cardboard out.
Fidesco lives in Liberia.
Ah.
Oh, welcome.
And he's one of our chat regulars.
Yeah.
We're hoping you bring 2 or 3
Nice.
people with you, Allie.
Yeah.
I would like to do that, but I have no human contact. So-
Well, welcome to the rest of us. Woohoo!
Yeah, everybody I know is already here.
Well, see, that's what happens. I
Yeah.
work from home, and I have the neighbor's cat here. Let me.
Yeah,
Introduce you.
Darren said before he moved, he says,
Oh,
yeah, when I get there, I'd like to borrow some of your friends and stuff. And I'm like, ooh,
Kitty. Meow,
I
meow.
better make some soon.
Meow.
This is Powder. This is my
Oh, hi,
Turkish
Powder.
Angora buddy.
Ah.
He's 10 years old.
Well, Sonia,
He's
And he's got a
beautiful.
blue eye. Let's see his eyes.
He's
well, see,
got
first of all,
one-
that's a white cat, and white cats are insane.
Yeah.
Open your eyes,
That's true.
Bumpy. You can't really tell because he's being stubborn. He's like, Mommy, why
He's
do you
like
let me up here?"
Sylvester, Darren. He's got a blue eye and a yellow eye.
Yeah, that looks like it.
Ah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's-
Sylvester tried to kill me.
So, see, Darren, actually, We only live 2 hours apart from each other, and there's a campaign that we suspended back in like 1986 that we need to continue on.
I am up for that.
Ah. See,
I saw Darren showed me
Yeah,
the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
He wants to go to
That was
bed.
rough.
So no, not yet.
I liked it.
I thought it was very, very woke. But
That's
you know
one
what? It was
Punchy
made
Dragon.
in like 22. It was like the height of that woke stuff. I mean, it was very.
Yeah.
There was this group of rogues that was in a cage toward the end, and I was more interested in their story. I mean, I like these guys. They actually remind me of Putt and Darren and these guys. I don't know if I like the main people here. I like the guys in the
Timmy,
and they didn't even talk about what happened to them.
You know who that was, don't you, Timmy? Come on.
Who?
Those were like the real life characters of the animated characters from the D&D cartoon in like the early 80s, you know, that was on.
That one that we didn't watch.
Okay.
That one that we didn't watch.
But it was probably a better.
After my time.
It was probably a better movie than that Dungeons and Dragons one where the guy's trying to jump off the World Trade Center at the end.
Oh, that was a good idea.
Because he used to paint lead figures, I guess, and it made him.
Wasn't that Tom Hanks?
It might have been, but that was back when he was putting on women's clothes instead of.
Who's the buddies? Who's the
That
buddies?
was how he started
that
out.
show.
Yeah. But I kind of drifted away from cartoons when they started just being vehicles to sell toys.
Yeah, they became just long commercials after a while. G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Vanessa says, laugh out loud, nice hearing a lady voice.
Yeah.
You would have liked the wrong channel then, Fidesco, because we were full of it.
That's okay.
Yeah,
It's
well,
harmless.
yeah.
It's not. Oh, yeah, we were. We really had no choice in the matter.
Allie, we had a New Year's
be.
Eve special once, and Allie fell off the Christmas ball in the middle of the Or was it? Did you fall off the ball, or did the whole ball fall? I can't remember. You were on the ball.
I couldn't remember, but I was on the ball, and the ball. I think I fell, and then the ball, I think, fell on top of me.
I think so.
I think that's
remember
what
the
happened.
time. Remember the time where was it you, Tony, that was doing a stunt where you were on the high wire from between the buildings with the balance thing, and then Ernie from Sesame Street was going the other way?
I was doing the voice. What was our friend Steve? Rest his soul.
Steve was doing a stunt in his clown suit, and Ernie was.
And I was doing the voice.
Yeah, one of them had to fall, and it ended up Ernie.
And then, of course, morphed into the Bert and Ernie. What the hell was it called?
Bert and Ernie and the banana.
Yeah. What do we call that thing? What do we call that thing?
BabbleGab.
This is BabbleGab.
Brilliant garbage.
That was it.
Hey, Kendra.
I was getting ready to record that. We were all set, and I realized that the only thing I'd ever done was, "Hey, Bert."
Oh, it's the brilliant garbage. Brilliant garbage.
Yeah. Tony did both Bert and Ernie in that skit. He did the whole thing.
Yeah, I surprised myself.
Yes, he did great, and Neb's the one that wrote it. But Allie and I did a really good one with the Genie. Genie.
Oh, that was priceless. That was friggin' priceless.
That was, yeah.
Major
Genie and
Nelson.
Samantha.
In all of my years as a doctor, I have never seen somebody get their penis trapped in a bottle. How and why, Mr. Nelson?
Oh yeah, but the bitch one with the two Darrens, that was
Two Darren.
That was my walk of shame right there.
Did you see what happened with? So what happened is Nev, in the middle of doing a special, we were doing one where I was a retarded horse called Special Ed, and we were doing our own episode.
Remember that?
This was in 2015. Yeah, and he quit. He just quit the show and quit life and quit talking to us. And I mean, he was still nice with us, but he was no longer available for 10 years. Yeah. And finally, he was available again. And we continued our Special Ed skit where we left off 10 years ago. We had all the dialogue or most of it, and we got it finished. I was going to give everybody a heart attack we had like over 100 subscribers. And I was like, they're going to have a heart attack when we put up a new video. Got it all done, all polished, ready to go. YouTube, I log into it, got the password, accepted the password, and said, "Oh, we're going to send you a code to your phone." A phone I haven't had since before the divorce. I don't even remember that. And there was no other options. There's no number call. There is no nothing. So that's it. We'll figure it out, but
Wow.
it might
And
be
of course,
making a new
YouTube, there's
channel.
no
It might-
customer service that you can get a hold of. It's just nothing.
Yeah, it was really, and it wasn't just YouTube. It's Google. It was the Google.
Right, because Google bought up YouTube about 10 years ago, whatever
Yeah,
the hell it was.
it's the whole Google profile. Your email and everything. So
I could
Yeah.
try to get customer service. My first phone, I think, was a Nokia. So or Nokia or whatever.
I think I had one of those.
Allie
too.
used to work for Kia, and she would, when people wouldn't get their credit right, she'd say, "No Kia for you." Oh, Fidesco, I like that. It's like a square. Fidesco is a square Hulk.
Nokia for you.
Nokia for you.
I can't see because it's all
So-
across the top here.
So just so you get the
Darren's
lay of the
looks
land
totally
there.
black.
Three of us are in Florida within about 2 hours of each other, and then we got Tony who's in California. So
Yeah, I'm just down the 10. I'm just down the 10 from you guys.
I did. Well, I think Jacksonville and Port Charlotte is quite a little farther than.
Yeah, but it's easy directions. Okay, take a right from
Oh, sure it
295
is.
to I-10, and then go until you get
And
to
then-
Santa Monica. And turn
There you
left.
go.
No, you've gone too far.
Turn
No, okay.
left. If you
And
got
Port
to the
Turn
water,
left to
you're too
Greenland.
far.
so if Allie's
Turn
in
left
Port
to
Charlotte,
Greenland.
then I'm kind of like halfway in between. So
Yeah,
Oh,
that's about it.
Gotcha.
but
You over here. I was talking with Wendy Lou because we were going to maybe go to the Bartow thing and see the Land of the Lost People.
well, your good
But-
friends are going to be there.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. We don't know how that's going to go, and I don't want to just like start emailing Kathy and stuff and say, "Hey, we're gonna." It would have to be a surprise, and the thing about a surprise is the surprise might be on us. Maybe
Yeah.
they didn't show up, or maybe it's reservation only kind of thing, or maybe they just don't even care that we're there.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if we're even going to consider that, you would have to be a big part of that picture, like visiting you or something. You'd have to put us up.
Okay.
Because if it all goes to shit at the con with them, I don't want it to be a whole wasted trip. You dig?
Yeah.
So
And
Port
hell, maybe we
Charlotte,
could even see that Steve Jarrett guy or whatever. I don't know.
So Port Charlotte, I actually got a friend that lives in Port Charlotte. I live in Ocala.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, yeah, you got somebody that lives down here. Where do they live?
I'd have to get a hold of Cindy and find out exactly where she lives, but I'm pretty sure it's Port Charlotte. So
Ah.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. Because I grew up here. I'm from New Jersey, but I grew up here. So Yeah.
Ah.
it's quiet here. It's
Did you know, guys, that,
pretty
that
much all of
Allie
Florida
was
in
a
this area
I'm
is like God's waiting room.
Ah.
what is? I'm sorry. I cut you
No,
off,
well-
Allie. I'm sorry.
This area in Southwest Florida is
I think she's saying like Southwest Florida is like heaven's waiting room
Yeah.
because of all the old people. You were gargling.
no, it's like that here in Ocala too. It's snowbird season's beginning.
Newly,
so.
I can laugh at that.
Ah. But Gottschalk
That's
is
it. What
like
were you
real
gonna
close.
say?
Yeah.
No, that's
Well,
fine. What were you going to say?
I don't
Go
know.
ahead, Steve.
But
Or Tony.
Gottschalk is real close to the Don Garlitz museum.
I am right off of
Allie's having
75
trouble
right there.
with her.
Everything's kind of freezing up, guys.
Yeah.
Hang in there, Allie.
And Darren apparently is in Fibber
No
McGee's
worries,
closet.
I can hear you.
You're the most fun we've had in like 6 months.
And he's not kidding.
Well, to be fair, Darren's been fun. Come on.
No, I said the most fun. I didn't say
Ooh,
fun.
there we go. That's better.
There we go.
Now we can see him.
I don't know if you've watched some of the past shows, Allie, but the past year with, we got to watch Putt go like this, and it really kind of became a downer.
That's sad. I'm sorry.
I
No,
can't
I'm
drive.
not.
Daddy, get out of the closet.
Schedule I work. No, with my work schedule, I'm an insurance agent, and we start annual enrollment period tomorrow, and I've got courses I have to finish before 10 o'clock tonight, and
Well, then be back
Yeah.
next week.
it just
Oh, I did my anal enrollment this morning.
Yeah. No, what's funny is I got a text a couple days ago from this old phone number that it was the Aflac, the Duck People's thing. Oh, we're open enrollment starts. I'm looking at it. I'm going, what in the hell are you? I've been looking at the. Oh crap! It's them. Stop. Because that Aflac thing did not work out. I cannot sell. I've tried it. I cannot sell.
Well, we're all
the good
cut
thing
out.
about
for
my job is I don't sell. I just enroll people in ancillary services. So that I'm lucky there, but I keep my Florida license active.
Yeah.
And if you
we're
have
all good
me,
at different.
all good at different things. If you have me, I'd love to come back next week, but it would be after 8 o'clock. So I could
That's
stay.
fine.
I can hang with you guys until 10.
Well, it's like I'm going to the big
If you're
car
good with
show, the
that.
biggest car show of the year in this whole area, and I volunteer. I'll be there at 5 in the
Neato.
morning. And last year, I volunteered to move barricades at 5, and I did that. And afterwards, somebody drafted me to park cars and threatened to call the police on people and stuff. And I'm like, this isn't what I signed up for. I'm not a meter maid. And then, so the guy for this volunteer thing, I volunteered for the same thing, and he calls me up and he's like, yeah. And we got you signed to park cars. I said, listen, last year I was drafted into that, and I'm terrible at it. And he laughed, and he just like. Yeah, well, you're assigned, and I'm just going to tell them. I'm like, nobody listened to anything I had to say. They ignored me, and I said, screw it. Do whatever you want to do. I don't care. Run into somebody, get arrested. It's your deal. It's not mine. So if you want me to go do that, I'll do it again. I'm just going to stand here with my hands in my pocket.
Did you have a clipboard?
Yeah, you got to have a clipboard.
Should I have a clipboard?
Yes.
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 Nobody will listen
Yes.
to you unless you get a clipboard.
I don't want people to listen to me. I don't want
see,
to do that. I want to just go around moving barricades.
That's the same thing I
Best
do at
clipboard
work.
to have is the one that shuts.
That's what I do at work when I don't want anybody to bother me. I'll go drive around the lot in the golf cart and just have a clipboard in my hand, and nobody bothers me.
How about this? How about a grenade?
You gotta, and if you look pissed, then really nobody bothers you.
Yeah.
Or just look glassy-eyed, and then they really stay away from you.
And Timmy,
Like,
It's like if you don't want the pineapple grenade, I've got an apple grenade, and if you don't want that, I've got a maraca. You just take your pick,
Timmy,
Bucko.
Yeah, of red maraca.
Timmy,
What?
and being former law enforcement, if you really want to be taken seriously, not only have a clipboard, but have the bright yellow vest on too.
Oh, they're going to give us that shit this year.
Oh yeah. Because I wonder, because I wear one of those like yellow green. That's right in the middle of yellow and green. I got one of those vests for when I ride to and from work, and I wonder if people think I'm a cop because I'm fat enough to be one.
I think I'm going to do that. And when they, a lot of them, they just ignore me. They look forward. I'm just going to take that clipboard and look at their tag, their license
Yeah, there you
number.
go.
And if you really want to
Shoot
get
them
their
in the
attention,
back window.
Yeah, there you go.
act like you're writing something down and shake your head at the same time you're writing something down. You know?
Yeah.
Well, that's what you do when you're a psychiatrist. When you're a psychiatrist, the patient says something, and you kind of look down, and then you write in the notebook.
Yeah, they're doing tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
And if somebody says,
Can someone get a supervisor in here?
yeah, or if somebody says, "What are you writing down?" Just go, "That's not for you to know."
Yeah.
We were talking about the annual enrollment.
Find out.
So like 4 years ago, I was doing my open enrollment, and
Mhm.
It said, "Would you like critical illness coverage?" And I've never gotten that before, and I'm like, this could be a ripoff, but I'm just gonna do it. It's not a lot, like $30. I'll go to, I'll just do it.
Mhm.
And sure enough, it's like I had colon cancer, and they ripped out my guts, and I'm like,
Felt
You know,
smart, huh?
yeah. So I basically told them that, and I was waiting to have to fight them. And the next thing, they sent me
Well,
an
it came in
email
handy.
saying your settlement's been deposited, and they gave me $7,000 or $7,500, and that covered more than my out of pocket that I had.
Oh,
Because when I
cool.
did that out of pocket, they had
Wow.
these pulse things. So many tests I had to go through, and then I went to Jacksonville to do this one, and they were like, "Oh, by the way, this is what you're going to pay out of pocket," and it was like $6,500. And they said, "Let's take your blood pressure now." Literally, they took my blood pressure right after giving me this bill.
You probably
well,
probably
that's a
popped that
smart
dial.
thing to do.
Now, did they,
And they
did
didn't-
they
you know,
even give you a
Wow.
discount because they didn't give you a discount because they damn near killed you?
You'd think they didn't even shit, what was I going to say? Oh, they didn't even ask what
Buy you dinner?
aspirins. They ask what allergies you have, but they don't say, is there a particular medication that you're not supposed to take? They don't even ask you that
Uh-huh.
because they pump me full
I
of
do. I
Tylenol,
have
which
to.
I'm not supposed to
I'm
take. My
required to
liver's
do.
not.
Yeah.
Do what?
I'm required to do that. I have to ask them if they have an allergy. First, I ask them about medication. Then I ask them about, are you allergic to anything that touches your skin? Everything from bee stings to latex gloves. And then we go to food. No, that's important. That's important. So yeah, if they pump you full of something, that could kill you.
It's like a couple of years ago when I got my root canal done. They take my blood pressure first. They go, "Your blood pressure's a little high." Yeah, because you're about to stick me in the mouth. What the?
Wait, and it's a good thing I'm a carnivore because when I came to my first dinner, I wasn't because of what they did. I wasn't allowed to have fiber for a month. So what do? They give me a plate with so many green beans on it. It looked like an enchanted forest. I'm like looking at this thing. I'd never seen so many green beans in my entire life, and I'm just like, even if I'm like, I'm not touching the green beans. That would have killed me. Stupid people.
That's pretty fibrous.
Wow.
You'd think, wouldn't you? Of course, they always tell you, don't do
Yes,
that. Oh,
sometimes
here.
they don't really think about that.
Yeah,
All my
they don't
people at the
think.
same time, and they were getting instant.
I think it all turned out good because,
instant Novocaine.
yeah. Well, I've got a friend that likes to tase his friends, and he'll like be in a car and he'll have the video camera going and he'll just stop the car and tase everybody. And I told him, I'm like,
Whoa.
please don't tase me because I've got titanium staples holding my guts together. So he promised he wouldn't tase me. So I think it's worth just not having that worry.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna bother it. Tasers are work on NMR.
Shut up!
So
Shut up! I don't want to be tased, you fucker.
hey, I've tased myself accidentally 3 times.
Just don't.
What did that-
If you're pulling the taser out, make sure it's the damn taser
Yes.
and not the other one that goes bang.
That's
your
why
dick?
that's why we were required to wear them on opposite sides.
Well, yeah, it didn't help that one.
Lady up in
Person.
Minneapolis. Yeah.
It seems like that happens a lot, actually. I keep seeing that.
Yeah, I've tasered myself a couple times.
Darren
Very
bought
exciting.
me this. I helped Darren move for like 4 days, and he gave me Smarties.
Smarties.
Smarties,
when I was a
upside
kid,
down
I called them
Smarties.
pills. They were pills when I was a kid. Were taking pills.
Yeah.
It wasn't supposed to be sinister. It wasn't like drugs. It was just pills. Is Darren still there?
Well, he's muted and he's darker than
muted.
usual. Yeah, you gotta,
What is that,
Gottschalk, you gotta
Joshua?
put it under your face because otherwise the camera will just cover it up. That is a person on grass.
That is
It's very
Darren
hard
on
to see,
grass.
but can you put it closer?
Did you just call me putt?
He did that already
Yeah, because
once.
Putt does that kind of
Yeah.
shit, or did it?
Yeah. And
I'm used
Allie, just to
I'm
fill
used
you
Putt
in,
disappearing.
Allie, just to fill you in, Darren, Gottschalk, and Putt were all classmates back in the day. So that's they go back
And Dungeons
forever.
and Dragons
And
buddies.
Timmy was the 3 years younger tag along.
Okay.
He wasn't even a tag along. We didn't like him.
Well, I mean, I can understand that.
It was off to the side, Timmy. I didn't see it, but thank you. Timmy just got beat up. That's all he got.
Well, my darlings,
They
duty
take
calls.
turns beating me up.
I won't beat you up. You know that. We would just
We-
yell at each other online or
we-
on the,
we-
on
we-
the air. But
We gave him
I
a
thank you so
wedgie and
much.
swirly.
But you guys watched. You guys
Oh,
watched and
gosh.
laughed when I got beat up by the Porky's guys.
Anyways, Allie, go have your classes. We will look forward to a more lengthy conversation next week.
Are you getting rid of her?
No, she said she
I'm
had classes today.
So I can pop in and see you guys next Tuesday.
Absolutely.
No, I have,
Yes,
no, I
please.
have to do classes before 10 o'clock
Yeah, she had to do classes
because
before 10
tomorrow
o'clock.
is D-Day. So
And all these guys are Eastern
it's
time, so
nowhere
when
near
they say
10
10 o'clock,
thank
I
you,
mean
my
Eastern.
dears. It was so much fun, and I thank you. Okay, I will.
See you next week, Allie.
will be back next Tuesday if you will have me.
Absolutely.
Guys, bye. Thank you again. See you soon.
Oh,
Well,
thank
thank
you for
you.
being a good witchy poo.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. I kind of had a thought about that at the end, and I'm thinking I sounded. So that's witchy poo. No, it's Freddy Krueger. Wait, no. Okay, guys.
I didn't
I'll
even
see
know
you
Freddy
later.
Krueger talked.
Bye.
All right, take care.
Ladies, Allie.
Hi.
We got that awkward silence before
Yeah,
people
there you go.
disappear.
Well, no, that's what happened to me during that Bert and Ernie thing. I think near the end, I sounded more like Jackie Mason than I did.
No, I think you did great with the Burt and Ernie.
No, I know. It just it sounds more like a banana. Because Jackie, he didn't do the voice of the Anteater, but the guy who did the voice of the Anteater on Pink Panther was imitating his voice.
So I saw something on one of those stupid, I don't know, stupid YouTube where they were saying how many germs spread on a cake when someone blows out the candle. So I'm thinking, I don't think it's ever actually made somebody sick, and I don't think anybody cares. So what if it was like a tradition where people were just like, on the cake? That would be funnier.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen videos of.
Right.
I said I've seen videos of like kids blowing out the candles and then sneezing on it, and you just see everything go.
What I love is the old pictures. Well, there'll be the birthday cake, and there'll be the kids with the hats on, and there'll be a friggin' ashtray right next to the damn cake. And like mom's out there puffing.
Or got beers.
Oh yeah, that works too.
Remember that one where these little girls, or this one teenage girls, and one was going to blow out the cake, and they decided to push her head into the cake, and they actually knocked her unconscious, and she was just
Oh,
stuck.
good,
Yeah,
good idea.
They pushed her. They pushed her too hard on the cake, and she went through it. And
Oh boy.
Yeah.
speaking of ashtrays and birthdays, who remembers when McDonald's had ashtrays on all?
Oh
the
yeah,
tables?
the little tin ones. I remember. You remember when they had Coke spoons?
Yes. The little white ones that were about that long. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I'm starting to think for the first time about that viral video of the cake thing. I wonder if that whole thing was just planned.
It could
Probably
be.
was.
Because they showed some pictures at the end, and she was like posing with them with all the cake on her face. It's like if someone like got a concussion, are they going to be like doing
No,
it
no.
that soon? You think they'd have had the medics? They would have had. I don't think.
Well,
she
and
was posing
also
with
was
cake
the
on her-
camera angle just right? You know what I mean?
Could have been. I
Did
mean,
they
it
have it
looked
like it was
that.
set up? Because actual videos that people actually do, the action's over on the side, or they're having to move around. You know, it's not like
yeah, the
all
camera
ready
was
to go.
definitely set up still on the table like that.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking the whole thing was put up. I never really thought about it until I just said that. when I
Because
was
this
thinking about
AI
it.
thing, because nowadays, you know, you get those little YouTube, you know, reels or whatever the hell, and there's a bear on somebody's porch, and then this cat comes flying out and chases the bear off. That's AI. Or the one a friend of mine posted, I forget who it was. There was a little baby and a tiny alligator, like more of a caiman than an alligator, and the baby's riding the thing, and then it takes off with the baby riding it.
Yeah.
Like, sure. That's what I posted. I
You don't
said,
wanna know
I
my
posted,
opinion
yeah, sure.
about So there's a guy
Now-
on DeviantArt that. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's a guy in DeviantArt that was chatting with me about some of the cosplays and stuff, and he said, "I've got to find what I said." So go ahead.
Uh,
What was I going to say? Now,
ahead,
I mean, yes, AI is going to be the undoing of us all, but the funny ones I like watching right now is when they do like some of the movies back in like the 1940s and 50s style trailers. Like they did like the original Star Wars, like back in like the 1950s, you know, rotoscope, you know, and it was kind of cool to watch, you know.
I won't patron any of it. In fact, so here's what happened. The guy sent me a couple YouTube links, and they were both AI. And I said, "Be careful with AI. It's Satan and intends to take your soul." And he goes, "How so?" So I wrote, "What could intelligence do with no conscious morals or spirit? AI is here to dilute, destroy, and replace human souls. And it starts with the artists. It steals our art, scrambles it up, and competes against us to put us out of work. The artists who were given to mankind to feed the human spirit and give joy, will be the first replaced. It's hitting the world like a tsunami, and almost nobody asked for it. It only benefits the shady shareholders, and its users are already suffering brain rot. People will be out of jobs. Mammoth data centers will heat up the planet like nothing we've seen. People's electric bills have already tripled to support them. AI is already turning on people who use it, blackmailing them, putting them in dangerous situations, and convincing them to commit suicide. AI computers are now creating their own language to communicate with each other. One day it will decide it doesn't need humans at all and will dispose of us. Does that sound like Satan yet? I didn't even mention the deep fakes and that you can't trust anything you see anymore. So that's my opinion of AI. I won't watch anything AI. And if I see it, I shame people, you know, if I see it on Facebook.
This is all AI.
So I didn't bring the show down.
well, you did, damn it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
now
ashamed
I
of
just want to
it.
get off.
You're not the first person to get off while watching this show.
Huh?
I just came up with that. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with stuff. You dig?
I'm just looking at the dolphins.
I'm here. I'm just gonna let you
So
start
I thought
cereal.
I thought it would be cool to have. What
Now,
if there
why
was a
did
guy on
Darren had
Facebook-
pizza and he had beer, and now he's got cat food.
I had no idea you could see me eating the pizza. I thought I wasn't.
Dang,
being
you eating
rude.
pizza and cat food in front of
I
us?
sat back a little bit and I thought it was just all black.
So,
No.
Oh man,
Imagine
he's
if
got one of
there's
those
this,
Star
like,
Trek
artist-
shares. Yes?
what if there's this artist that's like on Facebook and different places, and all he does is post white backdrops with black, very simply drawn round globules. And then like one day he's like, "This is how I'm feeling this morning," and it's this big black globule kind of thing. And all of a sudden you got these women, these people like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." And they're like, "Oh, that's beautiful. That's gorgeous." The reason that's funny is because it has to be true somewhere.
I'm sure.
You know what I mean? Because that's what was the predecessor to AI, is that kind of modern stupid art. People pay $1 million for a guy that draws a
Since we don't
Oh, yeah.
what?
Wait, Darren's
What
talking
Darren?
to
I think
somebody.
Darren was saying something.
Um,
Oh, okay, sorry.
we can figure something out.
Yeah, because I remember the Museum of Stupid Art.
But I think it's going to happen.
Oh, I subscribed to that on Facebook, the Museum of Bad Art. Now that's funny.
Oh, okay. No, I think on that other
museum-
show we visited the Museum of Modern Stupid Art.
Yeah, I actually discovered a wrong channel episode on my very arduous, soul-destroying move here, helping Darren move.
I hired movers.
I'm
You
just
didn't
seeing
have
if
to
Derek-
lift anything you didn't want to lift.
I'm just kidding. I was just seeing if you're still here. No, I was listening to a wrong channel in the truck where I don't know if I'd listened to it since we did it. It was when they had hyped this space center that was like an amusement park. And we were so enthralled. You were so we'd got free tickets or something through our Glom thing. And we were so excited, and we got there, and it was just like cardboard rockets on strings and empty rooms, and it was so funny. We did a pretty damn good job on that. I mean, I laughed all the way through. And then I after that one, I listened to the last wrong channel ever, and it's the Halloween 2021 we did with Putt, and it was really neat hearing Putt again. And
Yeah.
he was right on that whole show. I mean, that was before the stroke, so it was really fun. Putt, if you're listening to this, you were really fun after the stroke, but in a different way.
Yeah, we were laughing with you.
No, see, I'll be the materialistic.
I'm glad
No,
somebody
Pat,
picked that one up.
No, see, I'm going to be the materialistic. We'll say, no, Pud, I was laughing at you. Sorry.
There you go.
What?
I'm just glad. I'm glad it didn't fall totally flat. My little joke at Putt's expense. I do believe he's there somewhere here, watching us and shaking his head, like everybody does.
This isn't Putt related, but I have an idea for a movie based on our experience here at the house today. It's called One Lizard After Another.
Ah, okay.
Me holding the door open while Kiana brings lizards outside.
Oh, okay. We should have a little lizard door so they can get out.
Like a postage stamp sized doggy door.
Yeah.
Don gave me my cousin Don, when I was in Missouri, he gave me this weird ball. It was like a musk ball, and he says, lizards like to play with those, I think. So we don't have lizards here. This woman gave it to me. So if you want to have it, you could like put it outside for the lizards to play with. My cousin Don, in his basement, the basement of the house that ended up burning down, he had all these different aquariums scattered out everywhere, and he had an eBay store called Big Country Don, I think, and he had all these different exotic fish, and he had exotic shrimp. He had these like cute candy cane shrimp that were like red and white, black striped. Had all these neat little animals, and he would just send them in the mail. Thought that was interesting. But yeah, he gave me this moss ball.
We used to be able to send off in the mail for like baby alligators and even monkeys. Imagine sending for a monkey in the mail.
And getting it.
Yeah. And we had this little rental property when I was a kid. My parents owned this little rental property, and we rented it to this family, and they had a pet monkey. And they apparently thought that was a good idea. And when they moved out, the entire place was covered in monkey crap.
Our friend Jack said one time he dreamed that I had a monkey.
Ah.
You did have a monkey.
That was back when I had dogs and cats and birds.
Well, it's
funny.
good to
I
have a
was
monkey
just thinking
then.
about Jack because he's the one that told me, and we used this in a wrong channel as a reoccurring joke one episode. where he had the Monkeys theme in his head, but the only thing that would replay in his head was "Here we come, here we come," over and over again. That's all you would hear all day. Here we come, and we actually put that in the wrong channel episode.
Yeah.
Where I guess it was in Steve's head or something, where he would just
Right.
hearing "Here we come."
Yes,
Remember when
Mr.
we had
Train.
Dan Ovalbird as a guest?
Yeah, you're all frozen. I'm okay.
Yeah.
That's what I say too. I got all frozen too.
Well, it's not that cold here. It did cool off quite a bit.
It's getting down to like 56 degrees here in the morning. It's
Yuck. That's probably what it's getting like here.
and it's getting down to like 32 in Denver. So
Well, yeah.
Screw Denver.
Maybe you could explain this to me. The old Perry Mason TV show with Raymond Burr. They brought it back for TV movies in the late 80s. But for some reason I've never been able to fathom, it was set in Denver. And did they say in Denver why the hell they were doing that?
Probably the cocaine.
Why would you do anything in Denver,
I
honestly?
have no idea. Because the whole Perry Mason show, I mean, the city of Los Angeles was as much a character in the show as Raymond Burr was. Just,
there was a lot of shows in the late 80s, early 90s that were set in Denver. What you had Dynasty. You had what was the one with Dick Van Dyke where he was the doctor detective for
Game of Thrones?
No,
Yeah,
it was something about Diagnosis Murder. That's it. I knew it had some
Diagnosis
medical
Murder,
term in it.
that was set in Denver. I mean, it was just
Really?
Denver was like and they actually filmed some of it in Denver.
I think cocaine was cheaper in Denver.
Might have been.
Yeah, not anymore.
You know,
Well, they
there
hide it up in Telluride.
Yes.
hate that 80s music. There was a TV show that was filmed in Jacksonville back in the 90s. And it was called Point Man. There was a guy that kind of looked like John Hamm that was the lead. And it was about this guy that was framed. And when he got out of prison, he made it his goal in life to be kind of this crusader. What would you call it? Kind of like the A-Team, but he would, instead of like, putting metal plates on trucks and shooting in the air, he would ruin their life. Like there would be a guy that's totally rich, a rich asshole politician guy. And by the end, the guy's begging in the street. I mean, he had a way of this going into their bank accounts, and he could just do everything. And it was a neat premise. I actually liked it, but they would film around Jacksonville. So you're just looking at all the Jacksonville landmarks. It was kind of neat.
Because I remember I used to watch that NCIS.
Guy.
Yeah. But I remember watching when I used to watch NCIS. I'd be Wise Guy's pretty good, but watch it, and they were supposed to be set close to DC, Washington DC, and then I'd look and there's the Biltmore Hotel in Los Angeles because they actually shot it out here, so all the locations were all actually in California.
That's what
Well, I got to say that Ken Wall, the wise guy, really is a wise guy in real life. He was a butthole on our show.
He wasn't. He was super nice.
Him and Tony were busting, Tony Gagnos, they were from Porky's. They were busting my balls, which was okay. But it's when they stepped on Steve's dick when it went over the line.
Oh, that's what I was going to look.
Busting
You'd
your
have had to hear
balls.
them. Yeah, they were busting my balls, but they stepped on Steve's dick. You'd have to hear the show to know what was going on, but
Yeah. Gotta bust that out again. Yeah, I was just looking at my weather thing on the thing, and it says 60 degrees. Yay! I think yesterday at this time was like 80.
So I'm going to bring the show down, but Hey, Timmy, your guest that you've been promoting for the past 3 weeks has ghosted you for 3 weeks now.
Who's that?
Who was the guy we were supposed to have on the show as a special guest?
Oh, Howard. He's the one that I told not to tase me. So I'm
Oh.
glad he didn't show up because you'd have said, "Oh, go ahead and tase him. He'll be fine."
Yep.
I'm glad he ghosted us now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you even put it in like the title of the show with special guest star Howard.
I know, right? Well, he apologized after that. He's like, "I'm so sorry, Timmy. And he had all this stuff going on." I'm like, "That's fine. Well, I'll give you." He says, "Let's do it the next time." I'm like, "Sure." And I gave him all the information. He still did that.
Yeah.
I didn't, at least the next time I didn't put him in the title.
Now, the guy
Now,
flying
that's a
this
goofy
plane.
looking plane.
I'm just picturing I'm picturing the guy flying this plane going.
Does that work? Does that help?
I'm picturing him with his terrible wife nagging at him and him saying,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'll fly that."
I know, right? Hey,
I wonder
I
if
can see Darren now.
Hey.
Yeah. I wonder
See
if
all
they
the
flew that
stuff in
plane
there.
out of Area 51.
Yeah.
That's what Steve Austin was flying when he became a cripple. Well, he was only a cripple. Don't be offended. He was only a cripple for like a week until they put all the fake stuff on him.
And that only cost $6 million back in the 70s. What would it cost
Yeah.
today?
Probably
Yeah,
about
it was like,
$45 million.
what did they do? Give him a replacement tooth?
Yeah, that was it.
By a,
I was going to think of Pinky, but
Yeah.
what about if he had like a bionic penis?
they
Oh,
never
that's
said he did.
disgusting.
It's not all it's cracked up to be.
Hey, Wendy Lou.
Hey, Wendy.
And with Wendy Lou entering, I'm going to be right back and do a pit stop.
Ah.
And when you get back, I'm going to go get a refill. So
All right. It's up to you two to carry the show.
Hi, Wendy. Ooh.
you look awful bachelor there, darn.
What's that?
Because you got like empty walls, empty room. You
Um,
look like
And a whole bunch
a
of-
bachelor sitting in there.
A bunch of weird
Hi,
equipment on the back there.
I've had to travel internationally today just to
Ah.
get the money wired to pay for this thing. I had to travel all the way to Georgia.
Oh.
And it didn't even work. I went to the Navy Credit Union because it's affiliated with my credit union to see if they could wire it. And they're like, "Oh yeah, we're affiliated, but that only means ATM. You don't have to pay ATM fees." I wish I knew that before I drove to Georgia. But we eventually got it worked out. So we've been removing lizards ever since.
Now you got a monkey.
That's baby bird.
Ah, okay.
And
Yeah,
it's
matter
not
of
a,
fact,
super-
Darren,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I was
No,
gonna
go
say,
ahead.
it's not a,
I was gonna.
not a really big house, but the kind of kitchen and living room are in the middle, and then you have 2 bedrooms on one side of that, and then 1 bedroom in the garage on the other side of that. And I can't figure it out, and I keep getting lost.
Ah,
It's
so
only
you get a
been taken out.
GPS.
And I always get turned around and go the wrong direction. I'm like, oh, my room's not over this way.
Ah. I don't know if they have house GPS.
Like instead of house MD.
Yeah. Just like you just hold the phone in front of you like everybody else does and just let it, okay, turn left here. You know, like it does on the freeway when you're in the left lane. It's okay, take the next exit, which is 13 feet away.
I was GPSing somewhere and it was whining at me. I was in the right lane and it's like, get in the middle lane, get in the middle lane. So I got in the middle lane and then it's like, get in the right lane and turn right. I'm like, why? Like, I'm sorry.
You're in Amelia Island.
Well, Timmy's GPS hates him because it always sends him off into these weird places. I think I've never had it quite do that. The only time I had the only time I had it do that for me was I was trying to get home from work one day and I had the thing and there was a fire on a freeway off ramp, just a little piece of landscaping from when the off ramp peels off of the main freeway. That little triangle caught fire. And they blocked the whole world off. And then they said to me, okay, take a left here and a right there and a right here and a left there. And I was in the shopping center, and I was like they had me driving through the parking lot. And I was like, okay, now what? And I eventually made it home, but my God, it's like, come
Aren't
on.
you supposed to? I thought if you saw a fire, you're supposed to stop, drop, and roll on it.
I was nowhere near the fire. It's just because it stopped traffic. My Waze thing was telling me, go this way, that way, the other way.
The stop, drop, and roll is if you can come up on a mud pit.
Yeah, there you go.
I was gonna say, Darren, I think this is the module. See, damn it. I gotta figure
What?
this out. I think this is the module we left off on. You know, we gotta.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Remember,
really?
you got to have some of your face showing, otherwise the
Yes.
camera would just blank it all out. Dragon juice.
I think I'm missing one of those modules.
I'm missing like 2 or 3, and I had them all at one time. So
Yeah, of the first series, I think they did more later.
yeah.
Yeah,
See,
I
this
could
film
play-
behind me it used up every tube of red lipstick in that whole town for like 3 weeks.
I'm gonna go get a refill, guys. Be right back.
Be careful.
Yeah, everybody. Tim gets annoyed. Kiana gets annoyed because I'm always recommending movies to watch. No,
Don't do that.
Yeah, it's all right. It's got a pretty girl in it. Okay.
I don't get annoyed. I've enjoyed your movies.
Well, no, I was just kind of kidding. These ones I've tried to play ones that I thought maybe you'd like.
Woof. Woof. Woof.
Is that live?
Woof.
Don't let her hear me.
Woof.
Lucy doesn't
Let's
like
see, woofs. Is that Lucy?
Lucy likes you. She just doesn't know it yet.
Hasn't chewed your leg off, so that's a good sign.
No. Yep. Agreed.
It's still here.
Depending on how things go, you might have to teach her how to eat lizards and bring her over.
There you go.
We're still in the releasing them unharmed phase, but
Yeah.
9 months of 6 lizards a day might.
I don't want to train them to eat lizards because there's like frogs that are around Florida that are poisonous to eat.
All right. As bad as Australia.
So I'd rather they eat monkeys and stuff like they
Yeah.
normally do.
Yeah.
But Australia, even,
No, I
even
like
the
movies
bunny
you showed
rabbits will
so
kill
far.
you.
Yeah. Florida's not too far off. We moved down here and my mom got bit by a ladybug.
Ah.
Oh, I've been bit by ladybugs before. I've been bit by dragonflies.
I guess the
I've been
difference
bitten.
is down here they bite and it hurts. In Australia, it just kills you.
Yeah. Ever get bit by a dead bee?
Saying it hurts is a stretch. I mean, getting bit by a dragonfly is just like, it's like, ow, don't bite. It's basically
Or if you ever
like
get
that.
those, where it feels like you've been just lightly poked by a little pin? You know, it's not a pain, it's just a little boop. And you look down and ain't nothing there.
Here in Florida, they're called no-see-ums.
It was a brown recluse spider.
Oh, that's okay. No problem.
There was a brown recluse spider, and you just didn't feel that bite until like a minute later, and you're going to die from it.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, down
I
in
think I
Florida,
got
here,
people- Go ahead, Mark.
I say, down here in Florida, I think they call them no-see-ums.
Yeah.
You know, so
Oh, the brown recluse spiders?
No.
sure.
The things that make it feel like you got poked with a pin lightly, and then you don't look down and there ain't nothing there.
Oh, no.
And they're
that's-
not Howard Hughes spiders.
No, that's fireweed.
Ah.
Oh,
I believe
that sucks.
because
Fireweed
every once
sucks.
because I go barefoot everywhere. So there's sometimes I think that a fire ant just got me, and then there's no ant around, so I think it's just some fireweed.
Yeah, we
They
have
get
none of
that a
that
lot.
out here. We've got the occasional coyote,
Well, the
possums, skunks, but none of that stuff.
We'll have to send Tony
well,
some fireweed.
things. Yeah. Well, the things they call no-see-ums, I believe they're biting midges or biting gnats. Get them a lot out here in the spring and fall. But the thing is even though you might not be able to see them right away, it's not like a stinging sensation. It's just basically like a mosquito bite. You know,
Yeah.
you just
Well, like I said,
itch.
just like being poked with a pin, but not hard.
You know what my favorite bug is here so far,
yeah,
Timmy?
like a fire ant bite feels like a static spark at first, then a burning sensation.
Oops. So
Then you get
what was your
little
favorite
white
thing?
whelps.
We're back to penises again.
My favorite bug here in Florida so far is the fucking love bugs.
Ah.
At least
You
they
drive
don't
through it.
bite.
Yeah, but they make your car look like
No,
a
they
brown
don't.
furry carpet.
Now, in this summer, and it was so unusual, this summer we had mosquitoes like I was walking around with like 5 mosquito bites on me for a while, and we almost never get mosquitoes out here. It's usually too dry for them. I guess it was a wet enough summer where it didn't rain, but it was just, humid and muggy all the damn time.
Tony always has to get talking about the penises and stuff.
Yep.
It
Well,
could be
Darren
this
mentioned
guy.
it, and then
Ah.
I did what?
I have no idea.
he's a vampire.
Ah.
How to spot if your girlfriend is a vampire? Good guys. Imagine if she wasn't wearing clothes and they're just like panning down real slow.
The panning. I think they've
Okay, you
just
don't have
got
to pan that.
one of the joints. They don't have it tightened down enough, so they just start filming, and the camera just starts sagging. See,
Ah.
You might have to get a little closer, Darren. It's like the kind of the reverb's a little stronger than your root vocal there,
is this better?
if you don't mind. Oh, you're on a yeah.
Well, at
Say
least
something?
at least it's not
Or-
like Putt, where his mic just kept getting further and further away from his mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
Can you
Putt. Yeah, I can hear
How about
you.
now?
It's like Putt's mic would be down on his belly button.
Yeah. Or it'd be to one side and he'd be leaning on the other side. So can we just put the mic on the same side that you're leaning to? And then have it all coincide.
It was funny watching him lean. He'd lean further.
And then for
Oh, I
a while,
remember that
just
one
be the
time.
top of
Couple
his head.
times where he passed out. He'd pass out, and we'd have to literally call Jen and have her see
Have her
if
go
it's all
check
right.
on it.
And the next thing, she's coming into the picture. We actually have that. It's on the wrong channel. Precious Moments 8-hour timeline that I've got.
Ah.
That was some funny crap.
I didn't want to post it this soon though, but it is funny. We'll put it out there eventually.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for you to give me pictures, Guts Chuck, so we can do our memorandum.
I know. I just haven't gone through my boxes.
Well, you've showed some pictures.
Yeah, I got one right there. Got a couple right there. But I've got a lot more pictures of him, and I got a few more of Darren too, and we'll show more pictures of Darren.
Yeah.
There you go. See, in my mind, that's still what a computer looks like. The big
Zero
tape drives
process.
and all that.
The good old days. That's not spying on anybody.
If I'm talking about something, it's what's behind me.
Yeah,
$88.
AI wasn't even a thing. It was just it was just people in robot suits.
Yeah.
A lot less threatening.
$3 an hour.
Yep. G grinder.
That's the big money.
Tax rate
Wasn't that what-
15%.
Hey, that's what I made when I first worked at Burger King.
I was about to say, wasn't that about what you were making when you started at Burger King?
I think
Yeah,
that's what he was making
$3.35
when he
an
first started
hour,
at Burger King.
That's what I was making.
That's what I was making when I first started at Burger King.
Oh, yeah, Burger King. Now I'm hungry.
I was bragging to Kiana today about how good I was at making food at Burger King.
Yeah, I got in on the basement floor. Stayed there.
Get on the
Kinda like
ground
me.
floor.
Of course, you don't really go to Burger King to rise the corporate. I was about to say, climbing the corporate ladder in Burger King is like going from the broiler to the boards or to the cash register. That's basically it.
It reminds me.
Had a guidance counselor in school call me in to talk to me, and she said, "You got one of the highest IQs in the school, but are you planning on going to college?" I said, "No, I'm going to be a manager at Burger King. They make good money."
There you go.
She said, "Oh,
Supersonic
never mind."
Hubcap Company.
Yeah, because you know what? They never even, I guess it's because I was a dunce, but they never ever told us, or at least me, about college that I could do it. I figured either I had to be a football player or you had to have rich parents. I figured that was the only way you could get in. I didn't know anything about student loans. I didn't know I would be
That
able
was the
to
same
go to
for
a
me.
community college or where there was nobody that said anything about that. Do what?
Same for me.
I think they had. Didn't they have those career days, Darren? Instead of going to those, we all went like to a movie or something. You know?
Yeah, I would never go to that. Maybe that's.
I think that's 3 putts so far.
Yeah. We're just so used to having him on the show.
Yeah.
You're all putt, so just get over it.
Darren and I, we watched the whole marathon of all the Precious Moments episodes, all 18 of them, and I would say most of them had putt in them.
Yeah.
Well, I think they all had putt in them, didn't they?
A lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them did.
Yeah, you kind of themed some of them out, didn't you?
Do what?
I said there was a couple that you kind of
What?
themed them out, right?
Oh, the last one after I don't know if it was after he flew it or when he was, in his hospice care. I made a Precious Moments that was more putt centric,
Oh, yeah.
That was the last one. That was number 18.
He would have turned 58 in 2 more days.
Yeah. And when I look at my Facebook, it gives me the list of contacts going down the right side. And let's see, 1, 2, 3 of the people on that list are dead. So
Well, at least
I'm
you're still
glad.
friends with
Still chat with them.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to do any necromancy.
Get the Ouija board, we'll get a,
People used to give those as gifts and play around with them as kids, and it's like, don't. You'll end up like Shatner.
It's weird. It's like this tool of Satan is made by Parker Brothers, and it's got the Parker Brothers logo. And
Didn't we have one, darn, when we were in high school earlier?
Oh yeah.
Everybody did.
yeah, you did. You used to play with it in the den. That den we had that never got above 45 degrees.
And had like 30 Bibles in the drawers in the cabinets.
The guy put the Bibles in the drawers that had the previous owner of the house, probably because it was so cold in there. He figured everybody would die of hypothermia.
Ah.
There was something wrong with that
They had
house,
its
to be
own
honest with you.
thermostat.
It had an
Yeah, it
office.
had us there.
The one
And
that's
what?
not connected. In an office thermostat, it's not really connected to the HVAC stuff.
Right, right.
It's just the control glued to the wall.
Yeah, Mom wouldn't let us touch it.
Well, she had to pay the bill, so I guess that's fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
got along
it
with
was
that.
it was her decision to move to fucking Colorado.
Yeah.
Or what was that name you had it for it, Darren?
Oh, I don't know. I got a new one every time. Silverado.
Oh yeah, it's something with the S word in it today.
Yeah.
Shit.
Well, just remember, if you wouldn't have moved there,
Uh,
you wouldn't have met Putt or I. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, tell them about it.
Stupid Colorado.
Yeah.
If it was if God had us to get together, it would have happened somehow.
I didn't mind Colorado until like the last 10 years or so.
gotten way
10
stupid, has it?
I didn't mind it when. Go ahead.
Said yeah.
I liked it when we would just visit Monument and visit my grandma there. It was fun then. It wasn't until we had to live there that kind of just all went to shit.
Like I said, I remember visiting your grandparents in Parker. Is that where they were at?
Yep.
All I remember is they had that big, huge freaking satellite dish out in the backyard that could like launch ICBMs with it, And
Yeah. They pirated the spice.
Yeah,
Channel.
Lloyd would repeatedly, I guess, knock the thing. He would knock the thing over and call the insurance company and say it was struck by lightning to get a settlement. I don't know how many times he did that.
was it struck by lightning?
Struck by a.
I don't know.
Silverado.
It was struck by some
A
lightning.
what?
A Silverado. Or no, well, Chevy
Silverado.
quarter ton or half ton pickup.
Oh, and he's back into the thing. He was a terrible. I don't know why he lived in Parker because he was a terrible parker. I had never seen some cars with so many dings because he just did not know how to park.
We all got one of those in our family.
And I was driving in Jacksonville and he was driving my mom's car or a rental or something, and I was driving a different car. I pull into the house, the next to the driveway, and my Camaro is parked in the driveway, and he runs right in the back of my Camaro. And I'm just like, motherfucker.
You guys ever think about taking him to an
And
eye
my
doctor?
mom's like, well, he can't see very well, giving that as an excuse. He can't see very. Then why is he driving without glasses then? Damn it, Tony.
Yeah.
Tony's involved.
Listening to your goofy stories. And he's looking in the, I don't know if that's a fridge or a
Do you have
computer.
a book? Do you have a book, Gotcha?
You know what he's
Yeah.
saying?
You have
He's
a book.
saying PC load letter.
Supersonic Hubcap Company.
I'm now telling the computer exactly how many, what it can do with a lifetime supply of chocolate. Or where it can put it.
From the book True Facts that sound like bullshit.
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin wrote multiple songs about the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, of
Oh, sure.
course.
That's true.
Ramble On, The Battle of Evermore, and Misty Mountain Hop all contain clear references to the famous novel. Most people speculate that other songs contain more subtle references as well.
Yeah.
So there,
Well, I
now
thought
you
Stairway
know.
was about that, the lady and her stair and her,
Yeah, there's a Hobbit who's sure.
yeah.
He's
You know,
I think
you
all
know,
of that
we-
songs
we-
were either about hobbits or. Go
This
ahead.
is, I don't know when they started doing that, but instead of junior high, they call it middle school now. To me, middle school is where you go to learn how to be a hobbit.
Oh,
It's like
Yeah,
middle
I
earth
did
school.
learn that in middle school.
Did they call it middle
They said
school?
my
I think
feet
at your
weren't
time?
hairy enough.
Ah,
I went to middle school
Yeah.
and junior high school.
Ours was always middle
What?
school in Colorado.
really?
No,
Yeah.
we had one. I went to a junior high. In Aurora, it was middle school. It just depended on what city
Yeah.
or district.
Because right around the corner for me is the Charles Jones Junior High. And I was hoping it was named after Chuck Jones, the animator, but I don't think so. And they still
Wouldn't
call
that
it
have been
junior
awesome
high.
if they had like Bugs Bunny murals.
It would have been. That
all
would have
over
been
the
pretty
place and
cool.
stuff.
I think if it was named after him, then it would have like all that stuff. But I think they didn't change the name because they just didn't want to change the sign. They didn't want to spend the money because it had the old
Yeah, the
60s
mascot would
style.
have been like Foghorn Leghorn or something.
Yeah, there you go. But then there's a
Paul
banner on the
McCartney.
side, and it's Charles Jones Middle School. Is it? No, don't just call it junior high. You don't have to freaking conform with every other stupid ass out there.
Well, could it be called junior high or post elementary?
There you go. Well, in Hawaii, it was called intermediate, which it's like you can't decide what you
That's
want to
too-
be.
that's
So
too
you
long.
go to intermediate school. Well, it's back when people could like read and write.
Idiot school.
Yeah, there you go. Because I went to a
You
prep
ready for this?
school, so
Yeah, I was
it
kind
was.
of surprised. So does Kiana know cursive, Darren?
A little bit. Yeah, she taught herself. She got a book.
I thought I learned that from watching you.
Because in school they don't. I guess they don't teach it anymore. At
No,
first
they,
I
do
was
again.
like,
They brought it
but then
back
it's
up.
like I guess you. But when you think about it, cursive was just a way to write faster, and nobody writes anymore, so it's
Yeah.
not quite needed as much.
I don't
Yeah,
And
think
when
I
you
ever
know,
wrote
it's
cursive.
easier to write it, but well, cursive isn't. It's easy to write, but it's not quite as easy to read. Especially,
Yeah.
I mean, I've looked at some of these cards from like the 40s and 50s, that my mom or my grandma had gotten from people, and there's some that are just like, I can't read this. You get an F. It's just like,
I'm the same way, but I think it's just because I'm out of practice reading it.
Yeah. Because we had the squares up on the wall in third grade, and it showed the capital and lowercase, and the capital Q in cursive is just basically the number 2.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But then you
Yeah.
also practice.
like a
Then you also,
cursive too.
but then you also had that practice paper that had the 2 solid lines and the dotted line in the middle,
Right.
so you knew where the
Right.
and
I had a drafting class and an architecture class in high school, and they taught us how to write in Draftsman, real small blocky print. And that worked awesomely for writing out D&D stuff and filling out character sheets. So I adopted it for the rest.
It's good for filling out those forms because they send you a form, and it's okay. Put your email address here, and they give you about like a quarter inch of space. It's like, really?
And when
And how about all of us early adopters? All these early adopters of the internet back in the 90s who chose their email addresses, like silly flapper 34 or whatever the hell, and you're stuck with that email address for life.
you
Well, if
are.
you were early, you didn't.
Yeah,
need
I was
it.
wondering why. I was wondering what the story behind that was, Tony.
Yeah. It was a good idea at the time.
Tony Lewis said in my 7th grade year. Is this on?
Yeah.
I've been trying to read Wendy's comment for like 3 minutes now. She said, in my 7th grade year, it was Callahan Junior High, but in my 8th year, it was changed to middle school.
Ah.
My dad made fun of me. He's like, you go to a mental school because you're like a mental case. I'm like, a chip off the old block, you motherfucker. I mean, literally. I didn't say that or you'd probably beat my ass, but still.
Yeah.
I think middle school and junior high is only 3 grades because they're all in puberty, and you want to keep them away from as many people as you can because they're insane.
Yeah. Well, the younger ones are a problem too. Just ask Timmy about the time he let the kids out of that school and they never could find them.
You let the kids out?
Yeah, we. I don't know. I don't think this. I don't know. This is one of those memories that you think probably didn't happen, but it's kind of etched in my head as a memory. It was on this road to Sylacauga, Alabama, and there was this, like, it was either kindergarten or it was elementary school. It was a nice old building, a real old building, and it's like it had these, like, that very dark oak wood, shiny with the stairs and stuff. It was really like stepping into the 30s, and it was real neat. We were replacing base station radios, Pooh Bear and I, and as the memory goes, we had accidentally left the front door open, and all of a sudden, all the kids had just poured out, and they were all in the traffic in the highway, and and we were trying to gather them up, like little chickens, and there's one behind you, and we just anyway, that's the memory of it.
No, that was one of the few truly funny moments. I think it was it was some cartoon show about. It was called Recess. It was about school kids and all that. But
I saw that.
But the funny thing was, the writers must have been my age because all the school stuff was relatable to me. Because and the third graders were, for some reason, they ended up going over to the kindergarten. All the kindergartners was like Lord of the Flies. It was just absolute chaos.
Yeah, they
anarchy.
all had war paint on them and stuff.
Yeah,
all the kindergarten. Yeah, they were all like heathens. It was a funny show. I think there was that, and it would had a duel. It would share a half-hour block with Pepper Ann or something.
Yeah.
Which I think was almost the same kind of thing. It was another schoolyard show, I think.
Yeah.
That was fun. I mean, that was back when cartoons were fun. They weren't preachy.
Because I was staying with my friend, and he had kids, and when I first came over to LA before I found my own place, and so we had the cartoons on. But it always struck me as that it just the writers must have been like my age, because it was all, the feel of it was like back in the 60s and 70s.
Well, they probably were. I mean, that was in the 90s. That was like 30 years ago, Dig.
Mm-hmm. I don't want to think about that.
If the writers were in their 30s, then they would have been your age.
Yeah.
Pretty sure the 90s were 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It seems like it still, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Damn, where is time going? I think part of what makes it weird is because it's like our parents and grandparents, by the time they were our age, they'd seen so much change. And then us, in the last 20 years, nothing's really, I mean, as far as hairstyles, cars, technology, other than like phone technology or AI, which isn't technology, it's Satan. But I'm just saying, other than that, nothing's really changed.
Software, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean,
other than
computer
Elon.
related stuff. Do what?
Elon's doing, like, he's got the electric cars, self-driving cars, self-landing rockets, stuff like that.
Well, they finally got rockets that land on their tails, like in the old sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
I think that's all smoke and mirrors. I don't think it really is going on. Elon was one of the first people to say AI is going to kill us all, and then he just embraces it.
Yeah.
We're all going to look like that blue ghost behind Gottschalk.
Yeah.
Give us another thing from another book.
From another book?
No, same book.
Or the same book. I remember I was so excited because they had the Booberry, the Frankenberry, and the Count Chocula all there where I could buy them all. And I bought them all, and I regretted it because they weren't good anymore. And then I looked it up why they weren't good, and somebody said that it's because the ones we grew up with were made with oats, and now they're just made with just weird hybrid corn shit. I never had Yummy Mummy though, or Fruit Brute.
Probably
But now,
still suck. So, anyways, Paul McCartney once released an album under the name Thrills Thrillington. Piercy Thrills Thrillington, to be exact. The title of the album, Thrillington, of course.
When did he do that?
I don't know. It doesn't say that. I just read you what it said right there.
I think you just make that up.
Yeah.
I would show you, but it won't show up on the screen. So,
Oh, okay. I do know that he sang the song Mr. Bojangles when he auditioned for Wings.
Yeah. Yeah. And he did the music for a movie called The Family Way, which is nobody's ever seen it. It's just everybody knows about it, nobody's seen it. But his girlfriend Jane Asher was in it.
And he tried to make his own movie called Give My Regards to Broad Street. He wanted to be a movie star. It'd be one of the worst movies ever.
Yeah.
So here's one Tony.
And we lost John Lodge we lost John Lodge this week.
Yeah.
We lost
there's
Diane
only one.
Keaton.
Oh, who cares? John Lodge is like the Moody Blues is like my favorite band ever. That's not a cartoon band. So now there's only one person left.
Yeah. And he just had a birthday.
And I met John Lodge is the only one I ever met of them. But that one was kind of a surprise. It even took Justin Hayward's the only one left. It said he was in shock. It just got everybody by surprise.
Yeah.
It wasn't like David Bowie where we knew, months ahead of time.
So this one I don't get. I
said that kiddingly because he was a surprise too.
Well, the David Bowie, because nowadays if somebody kicks the bucket, I get 15 notices on my phone. But when David Bowie passed away, the thing popped up on my phone and it said, the legendary blah, 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 David Bowie has passed away. And I looked at my phone, I read the thing, and I said, bullshit.
It's going to be solar salesman, Darren. You just moved into the house. They saw you move in. They're going to come over and ask if you want solar panels on your roof.
Now, why does he have a Star Trek chair?
It does look like a Star Trek chair.
So one of the biggest.
You know what it was? Is that chair was a dinette set I got from my old boss. She was going to throw it away, asked if I wanted it. So I had a whole dinette set with those Star Trek chairs. And I guess that's the only surviving one. And hey, Steve.
Hey, Steve.
No morning shift. So, the biggest box office bomb in history.
The biggest box office bomb. I would say it was Snow White, the new Snow White.
The biggest box office bomb in history. John Carter lost an estimated $200 million for the production company.
Snow White said, "Hold my beer."
Yeah. But then the side note says the sad thing is it was actually a pretty decent movie.
That's I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Well, nobody wanted to see Jimmy Carter on Mars.
There's been so many bombs, especially from Disney since then, that they would probably.
Well, but that one costs a lot of money. It was movies can be like not sell any tickets, but it depends on how much they cost.
Well, Dial of Destiny lost more than that. I think the Fantastic Four lost more than that. They're all losing at least $200 million because a $200 million budget film has to make about $700 million to break even. And almost none of them are breaking even.
Yeah.
Here's one for Tony.
Uh-oh.
You ready? True or false? Hamsters are illegal in Hawaii.
Dumpsters or gangsters?
Hamsters are illegal in Hawaii.
They probably are because they're disease-carrying little pieces of shit.
That's true because hamsters would thrive in the Hawaiian climate, and Hawaiian lawmakers fear the effects that introducing a new species into the delicate ecosystem would have there.
Yeah, because they tried that with the mongoose or the mongooses, because they figure, we'll get these mongooses geese in here to eat the rats. Well, they had a different schedule, so they never met each other, and the mongoose gooses would just eat the eggs of endangered birds. And I caught a mongoose in a live trap. We first moved over to Hawaii back in 1970. It's a mean little sucker, and big pointy teeth, and I was like, okay. So we just let him go. So Steve, you'll
Solar
have
panels.
to solar panels. Steve, you'll have to watch the beginning of the show because Allie was here and she was great.
Yeah, we had special guests from our old wrong channel days.
So who was at your door, darn? Somebody selling solar panels?
No, a neighbor introduced herself and brought us some keys to our house. So that was nice.
She brought you keys to your house.
She was friends with the lady who lived here before.
Oh, so you haven't changed the locks.
So I would change the locks. Yeah, I was about to say I would change the locks now.
I've only been here like 6 hours.
Well, you got to get on that.
Yeah, what are you expecting him to do? Gee whiz. All right, give us another one.
I'm trying to find a good one.
I
good
think
one.
he was
No, we
talking
don't need
about
a
your
good one, just
Star
one.
Trek chair, Darren.
Yeah.
Sharks.
You know,
Sharks,
you know the
skee-ball,
story behind your
tree.
the story behind your chair.
I just have a wall behind my chair.
The
No, the
story
chair
behind
that
your
you're in.
chair.
Is there a story?
Yeah. My old boss, when I painted houses, gave me a dinette set that she was getting rid of. And that was part of that dinette set. I guess that's the only surviving member of that set.
Do you have any idea how I ended up with it?
Mom must, I think what happened is we didn't use the table and we just used the chairs around Mom's big wooden table in her dining room. And I guess she took it all with her and just, I guess that's all that survived was that chair, I guess. All the garage sales and different things.
Interesting. I keep meaning
Yeah,
to throw
because
it
I saw
away.
it, I'm like, I remember that chair. Do it.
I didn't remember it. I've just had it forever, and I'm like, it's a one-off. I don't have anything that matches it. Then I'm like, well, it's still.
Well, at least now you know its story. It used to have 3 matching chairs. That's all I can think. Maybe she sold the table and the 3 chairs in the garage. So, if it's a round table, so 3 chairs would be fine too. You just have to put it in like a propeller.
Right.
It was Colorado, so they might have torn them apart and burned them for heat.
It's quite possible.
Because you can still get those chrome dinette sets, but they're big money nowadays.
So, true or false? Ivan the Terrible was the inspiration for Dracula.
Nope, that was Vlad Tepes.
Yep. False. Actually, Vlad the Impaler gets the ingenious distinction.
He was igneous.
Ivan the Terrible has a lot in common with a lot of the terribles in history. Their big idea was that to base all medicine on mercury and suspended in mercury.
Oh, good, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Caligula, a lot of those guys got a whole bunch of mercury in their medicine.
Same with the Mad Hatter. They said that like hatters use mercury with their
right.
Yep.
And I thought it was because they were painting Dungeons and Dragons figures that were made of lead.
Yeah.
I think it was the chewing on them that probably got
The
me.
chewing gum? Oh, chewing on them.
Oh,
there
okay.
you go.
Yeah, I remember we used to be able to get lead chewing gum.
Yeah.
I used to eat gator gum and swallow it. That stuff was so good.
Here you go. True or false? More history questions. True or false? Hitler had a nephew who actually fought against him in World War II.
Yeah. Bullshit.
Damn those nephews. You see Tony's disappointment.
True. William Hitler, who later changed his name to William Stewart Houston, served in the U.S. Navy during World War II.
Stalin's granddaughter lives in the U.S., I think. She got blue hair. Nose rings.
Blue hair.
I don't think I have blue hair. But wasn't that a song? No, that was a Buddy Holly song. Blue hair and a ponytail. Sweet little baby.
No, that was Sheila. That was Not
Yeah, she
Jimmy
had blue
Pittman.
hair and a ponytail.
No, it was Tommy Rowe. He was trying to do a Buddy Holly song, kind of the way I did my own Neil Diamond song. It was my own. You're taking me way back to those oldies, the oldies station.
And we actually got to chat with Big Bob on Saturday. They put on a rerun of his show, and he was there in the chat room.
How's he doing?
He's he's having the treatments and stuff. He says he's feeling good. It's just a lot of fatigue. But hopefully we'll get him back.
There's a song that would come on the radio when we were first together, and it was called "Passionate Pussy."
I remember that song.
Yeah, it was like a top 40 song. They played it a lot. You remember
Unfortunately,
it?
unfortunately, when my mom heard it, she figured they were talking about a cat. So
I know what I'm
it's normally when you're watching something on TV and there's something you don't want the kids to see. It's like, I don't want my mom to see that.
I think we're talking about two different ones. I think she's talking about the My Pussy one, the novelty song. There was an actual top 40 song or what top 10 song. I think it was supposed to be Passionate Kisses, but I always
No, I know that's what you meant.
But the thing is, Gracie would start calling it that too, the Passionate Pussy. Because it sounds
I figured that was the song you were talking about.
Oh, okay. So because there was like a pussy song. Remember that one?
Yeah, Steve hasn't played that in like 2 years now. Not that I'm requesting it.
I used to hear it karaoke. Some woman would sing it. It was kind of disgusting.
Yeah.
She talking about she's getting more and more. It was supposed to be a double entendre about her cat.
Right.
But then she started saying it like it looked like a couple pieces of raw bacon and stuff. And I'm like, this is no longer about a cat.
The neighbors are sticking their junk in the cat.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was funny.
Well, so did that guy walking down the stairs, but then he had to go to the public health department.
Oh, because he was sticking it where he shouldn't have been,
Yeah.
licking a cat. Oh,
So we can't have Neb on the show, but he can post selfies of himself backwards.
I hope his cheeks aren't like spread or something.
Yeah. Now the picture's backwards. That's what I hate. Not only vertical video, but there'll be somebody sitting in a car and flapping their gums about some BS. It doesn't matter. And they're sitting on the right side of the car and it's got the steering wheel. It's like, we need to outlaw reversed video. Video goes one way. It's forward. Like it's,
And vertical. Did you see where Facebook has taken all of our videos and they call it Reels now? And now all the thumbnails are all like vertical.
Yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
freaking stupid.
Well, yeah, even at work, the TV on stuff, and the information's off to one side, and they.
I don't get it. I don't get the vertical thing. No longer belong to this world.
Yeah.
I noticed TV On's not much different than us when we start our show, though. I clicked on it before it started like a week ago, or not even that, this past weekend. When you guys put the little emblem up on there, you can hear all sorts of shuffling in the background. And
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's how we know the audio is working, because we had that one day where all of a sudden the lavalier mic quit. It just get ready to go to do the show, 2 minutes to airtime, and the friggin' thing just stops working. Fortunately, I had spares.
I hadn't watched the TV On show since one time I got drunk and I was really liking all of the rings, and I started buying all of them. I bought 4 rings that night, and then I realized the next day that I'd put in the wrong address. so I never got like any of them.
And Lauren was thanking Timmy. Oh, thanks, Timmy, for
One time
I watched.
one time I disguised my voice and told Tony answered, and I said I was Mackenzie Phillips, and he's like, "Who?" And I said, "Don't you know who I am?" Just kidding. Tony's got a
That's a
story
real
about that.
story, though. That was the network we used to work at, and I didn't take the call, but one of the younger folks took the call, and he starts saying, "Anybody know who Mackenzie Phillips is?" She literally said, "Do you know who I am?" And they literally said, "No, I don't." Because unless you watch American Graffiti or 18 is Too Many or whatever the stupid ass show she was on.
One stupid
Who
day
would
at a
know?
time. I hated that show. Hated it. Or if you were really big in the mamas and papas, and you
Yeah.
knew who their
But
kids were.
God, if you're a celebrity out there, first off, come on the show. We'd love to have you. But don't ever say, "Do you know who I am?"
Especially in today's generations, they have no clue.
They don't even know who like Paul McCartney is anymore.
No, you saw that one that I posted. The thing it said Paul McCartney, formerly with the rock and roll band The Beatles, which was a rock and roll band that was famous years ago, and also the band Wings, which was also famous years ago. Like it felt like the AI felt like it had to explain who the hell Paul McCartney was.
Yes.
It's like the joke has progressed. It used to be, Paul McCartney had a band before Wings, and then it became Paul McCartney had a band, and then now it's who's Paul McCartney?
Who? And what were you saying, Darren?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Oh, do you know who I am? Because I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yes. Lee and Kate's Glass on the radio back in the 90s, they had some funny commercials. They had this woman who would like call in to Lee and Kate's Glass, and she would ask them to trace her calls because she doesn't know where she is. I don't know. It was just funny. She was.
You know what commercials? You know what commercials from the 90s I don't miss? After about 10 o'clock at night on any channel, you'd get those half hours of "Call me now. We can have fun tonight." Jesus Christ.
Oh, because I used to videotape at night the old Chips episodes, and I'd watch them in the morning. And then, you're watching Ponch and John, and then all of a sudden there's this woman on the couch with her legs spread out. "I'm lonely." And she's like fingering herself. And
damn, what commercials were you watching? Jesus.
the commercials. My mom would just kind of walk in like, "What are you watching?" Every time I walk in here, you got these women with their legs spread out.
And then the thing is, one of our friends on the Vortex has found a lot of those old commercials and shows them as part of the presentation. And it's like, did we used to think that hair was attractive? Oh my God! And
I know. I like it. I like it when they need to shave, but
no, I mean on their heads.
Oh,
I like 80s, 90s here.
Now the sad part was, Pud will tell you when he was a cop in Colorado Springs that he responded to one of those call centers for one of those 999 numbers. And he said he went in there to check out, make sure everything okay. And everybody working the phones was guys.
Yeah. Either dudes or old fat ladies, because old fat ladies can sometimes have real sexy voices.
And Winnie Lou said, when my nephew was little, he saw a picture of the Beatles and thought John Lennon was Harry Potter. I could see there's a little bit of the resemblance. He had the glasses. He said that he didn't know Harry Potter was in a band. How was he? That's interesting. Somebody who didn't know about the Beatles, their picture came up on Movie Chat, and someone said how ugly they all were. And then the conversation got in about Pete Best, Because some guy says, I heard there was a guy in that band that they fired him because he was good looking. So I kind of gave the story. It's like, no, he just wasn't that great a drummer, and Ringo gelled with him a lot better, suited their personalities.
Because Ringo had sat in with him, in the Cavern Club and stuff like that.
There's one good thing about Pete Best is Tony's said this is that he came out with his own album later on called Best of the Beatles. Got a lot of sales because they're like Best of the Beatles. That's pretty ingenious. I like that.
The best of the Beatles.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, Mad Magazine did that. They had like album covers with fine print. And it was like, if you looked at it, it said the Kingston Trio. And if you look closer, it said, the people of Kingston, New York hate this trio called the Incoherents. Back when the Mad Magazine was very sophisticated humor.
Yeah.
I think they're gone now. I think all the famous guys have all kicked the bucket.
No, they've got no, I don't know if they do the monthly issues anymore, but I was just at Sprouts, and they actually had a Mad Magazine compilation Mad Magazine up on the counter. Out of the two, Mad was okay, but I like Cracked better than I like Mad.
Yeah, agreed.
And there was the other knockoff called Sick. That was back in the 70s. I don't remember much about it.
What were some of those cool magazines they had back in the 80s? Suppose they had like Gore magazine and
Al Gore had his own magazine?
yeah.
Man Bear Pig.
I got a couple of issues of Dragon magazine over there, Darren.
Yeah, I have 100 or so.
Yeah.
Like almost complete 80s through half of the 90s.
Wow. Because I like the old the Cartoons magazine that was in Hot. I forget what the other one was called. But Wendy says, wasn't there an album advertised at one time that songs by the original artist, and it turned out the original artist was the name of the band,
as opposed to the new originals.
We had to change our name. Let's change back to the regulars. But or K-Tel compilation. They had compilations where it wasn't because they originally had compilations where it wasn't the real band. It was just sound-alikes. And say, this one, no, this is all the original artists. But they'd have like 800 songs on one LP, and the grooves would be like extra shallow or something. Like it just, the sound quality wasn't there. They did some goofy thing with the grooves that it didn't sound as good, but it was cheap.
But if you're six.
But if you're nowadays who listens to music on MP3s on earbuds, you don't care anyway. You don't know what the hell bass is or anything else.
How many of us still owe money to Columbia House?
I would belong to a record club in the 90s when it was CDs. I got my money's
still
worth
owe them
out
money?
of them. Huh? No,
You still owe
it
them
was
money?
actually a pretty good deal. They send you a postcard every month, and you just have to send them a postcard back and put a check that you don't want their stupid album that they were going to send you.
But you had to get like 2 a year or something, didn't you?
No, their stuff was so cheap. I had no problem because there were a lot of CDs I really liked, and I was always buying CDs from. So no, that I got a really good deal. Even got like a Beach Boys 4 CD box set, had all the book in it and everything else, and it was like $20. It was like, probably a third of what I'd have paid at a retailer. But I believe they would make their own CDs and print their own stuff.
Yeah.
But
yeah, BMG.
That's what it was, BMG.
Yeah, BMG had a thing where it actually said on the back of the CD sleeve, it says produced or product. Yeah, whatever.
Producted.
Producted, yeah, whatever. By BMG Music Group or whatever.
Yeah, I liked it. Here we go. Let's try this.
Hey, Paul, I've got an idea. Oh, Paul,
What's that, John?
why don't we start our own?
That's Clyde Crash Cup. I'm sorry.
Why don't we start our own record?
No, that's John. That was George. I think it'll just be Paul. We're gonna start our own mail off record club.
What should we?
I can't do John today. I guess never mind. I'll try it. Let me see. Give me a subject then. I just need a subject matter.
The Edmund Fitzgerald.
Okay, here we go.
Cookie Monster.
Yes,
I don't know.
John, I've just discovered this artist. He's out of Canada.
who would that artist be? Paul.
His name's Gordon Stinkfoot, and he's got a song about a boat that sank.
Why don't you play it for me, Paul? Do you remember it?
No, but I'll improvise. Let me see. The legend lives on of a ship that went down, and it bobbed back up and down a few times.
That's pretty good, Paul.
It wasn't done yet. Well, now I forgot it. I've got the rest of the song. Sorry. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
All I remember is the eggs fell on the floor and the bread rolled out the door.
Yeah, that's a good.
Vice
Actually, that
versa.
was a wrong channel skit. If Steve was here, if he'd ever show up, he could play it for us because that turned out pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I have to play it for you someday, darn. It was Terry Summers' rendition of Wreck of the Red and White Vessel.
Yeah.
Give me a request, Gottschalk. And I'll sing it. It's Fat Albert.
Well, there was that song that went, hey, 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 hey.
Squirrels.
Please don't take the squirrel. I don't know any. You can't take girl in any song and replace it with squirrels.
Yeah.
It's like you can take fart and replace it with heart.
Or vice
Or
versa.
you can take love and replace it with Doug. What's
Or
Doug
with me,
got to do?
Yeah. With me, it's like love, I replace that with lard. Fool around and fell in lard. And
Yeah,
then,
it depends how the preposition. It depends because you can't say fool around and fell in Doug, so you got to change it to lard.
yeah.
It can be interchangeable.
And then you can do it with never my lard.
Yeah, there you go. Or the other one was, what was I had it a second ago, but the thing, let me see.
Gottschalk just realized like 2 weeks ago that song was from the Association.
Yeah.
Who I've
Oh,
talked
no,
about
it's
a lot.
when a song mentions eyes, I hear myself off in the distance very faintly. You replace it with thighs.
Right.
Yeah, the music and the story of your thighs.
Or buys.
She's got Betty Davis thighs.
Yeah.
Bicycle.
Thighsicle, I want to ride my thighsicle.
I'm sure that was made for Betty Davis thighs.
Yeah.
How about this? These thighs. But they don't cry. These thighs.
Blue thighs crying in the rain.
Duran did a sequel called New Moon on Wednesday.
Oh, there you go.
So how did you guys, were you a Duran Duran fan like Darren was?
Not
I was at the
initially.
I did Duran Duran live from Red Rocks that one night.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, he BabbleGab from Red Rocks.
Right.
Darren was huge in the Duran Duran, and I just remember they came. Darren was so excited because they were going to come out with a new album and they were debuting a song. It was like still at night. It was like early in the morning when they debuted this song. And like now it's the next one from Duran Duran, you know, the new one. And Darren, I could hear him. He goes, "Yeah!" And then
We all
it was
did. We
just
all
like,
did.
yeah. And then it was just like nut, 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 nut. I'm like, they really that was kind of a disappointing album. It's like, wasn't it, Darren? They just kind of changed.
Yeah, it was lame. The Winter Marches On was on that album. That was a good song.
Yeah, but they didn't used to be like that, where it would just be one good song. It's like something happened, you know.
And they broke up.
Yeah, they broke up. Became Arcadia Power Station.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh,
Andy
did
was
they actually
on
break
that.
up, or did they just decide to let's just do this thing and then we'll come back and
Yeah, I
do
thought
that
it was
thing?
just a side project.
It was, but then they never got back. All of them never got back together.
Arcadia,
think-
though, was actually really good. I got that CD. It's a classic album, and that's saying something for me because I hate '80s music, but it was very well done. Would you say it was stronger than a Duran Duran album? Darren probably wouldn't say that. I would.
It was better than Notorious,
Shit.
I guess.
My favorite Duran Duran album is probably Seven and the Ragged Tiger.
That has my favorite song on it. And it has a bunch of really good songs, but I
With the Stranger,
really like Rio. Yeah.
Seventh Stranger.
I remember Darren used to put the little emblem from that album on like everything.
Yeah, I was stupid.
Darren's two favorite songs in the whole world, and I know because he played them 45,000 times, was The Seventh Stranger and Do You Remember When from Jay Giles.
And I played Do You Remember When over and over while I was reading Lord of the Rings. And it's
Somebody's got to turn their mic off.
Oh, you know what? It's my
Yeah.
my musician thing was on. That's probably it.
Oh, much better. Sorry, Darren,
yeah.
keep on.
Darren loved that. Do you remember when? And the whole Freeze Frame album, right? Was that what it was? Freeze Frame.
Yeah.
Which one had the hand, the red hand that when you jiggled the cover, it made it look like the hand was moving over the lyrics?
I don't remember. Oh, that might have been it. Because it was kind of a paint themed album.
Yeah, that's right. Because their video, they were throwing paint at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
So,
was
yeah,
one of
when
those bands they weren't very good, and then all of a sudden they became great, and then they broke up.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
That could describe most bands.
What's that?
I said that could describe most bands.
Oh, Success. I could see that.
Yeah,
Um,
after Duran Duran broke up and did Arcade, I never really got back into them again. I didn't even really like the Notorious album.
Well, that's what we were talking about.
I know.
Because I remember I was listening because I could hear it from Darren's room, and then I was like, I was like, nut, and I'm just like, this isn't. Something happened, and they were like, "What was it? Big Thing? Bang it on a big thing?" And it didn't sound anything like Duran Duran anymore.
But that song, that album had Do You Believe in Shame, which is an awesome song. The Big Thing album.
Yeah,
And
but
then
I guess
later
that's
on-
what changed. Is instead of having 10 good songs and 2 stinkers, it was just like one good song and 10 stinkers.
Yeah, that's true. And then they
Well, I
did
went-
Come and Run and Ordinary World, and those were awesome.
Ordinary World was
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah.
I liked that one.
Yep.
Well, like I
There's a bit
said,
of
when
a
I went
throwback to their classic era.
when I went to the concert at Red Rocks, I mean Neil Rogers opened for them, and then
Nile Rodgers.
Nile Rodgers or whatever, yeah. But then they opened up the their first song was it Night Boat or Night
Oh yeah, cool.
Night Moves.
No, it
No,
wasn't
that
Night
was that
Moves.
was Pete Seeger. Oh no, wait a second.
Bobby Singer. No Supernatural fans.
But it was from like their Rio album or something. It was.
I think that was their first album.
Oh yeah.
That's the best video. The one the girls on film.
Uh-huh.
That was the only
they're
video
naked.
I cared for. Well, yeah.
Mud
Yeah, it's
wrestling.
it was called Night Boat. Yeah, Night Boat.
Rio had The Chauffeur, which is possibly
Yeah.
one of the greatest songs ever.
Do you like
I-
that one? Or I kind of liked his demo that was acoustic better.
No, I like the album version.
I think wouldn't the video for the chauffeurs like these two topless chicks with like real flat, and they were just basically playing patty cake with each other for the whole video.
Sweet.
Doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, do you see who's on my shirt?
Ahsoka.
Tracy Trell.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. I can't see it all that well. I see some like white lines and.
That's about what it is. Kind of the way that Darren looked earlier.
Oh, okay. I see it. All right. Yeah.
That was from the first ever Apology on Video from 2009, the Sunshine video. And I took a still off the video and made it into a shirt. So this is an old shirt. I think it even says. No, I thought maybe it said her name, but it doesn't. So we're working on a new Transforama, and we had Allie do her witchy poo last night. Her witch.
Yay!
So that's kind of how we came in contact with her again. I hadn't talked to her in probably 5 or 6 years, so it was neat having her back.
Yeah.
Duran Duran's back on tour, and they're kicking off their U.S. leg in December. Might have to go see him again.
Huh.
Are you sure about that?
I've quit going to see bands because I'm bad luck. Everybody I see is like floofies. I saw
But
Sam
everybody you
Kinison.
see is like 90 years old when you see them.
Well, no, I saw Sam Kinison in concert, and like the next year he had his accident. And that was
I
it.
was just thinking about that today. It was the first time I ever heard the phrase "serious as a heart attack" because I worked at the power plant, the one by the Danes Point with the cooling towers, and I worked 84-hour weeks, 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. So I had no life, and the LA riots were happening, and I had this. If somebody mentioned it at work, that was all I knew about it because there was nothing, there was no TV, and a coworker, he said, "Did you hear Sam Kinison? He floofied in a car accident," and I'm just like, "Huh." And he said, "Serious as a heart attack." That's the first time I ever heard that expression. It's funny what you remember.
Yeah, there's like it's like a regional thing because I don't remember hearing that phrase as a kid either. And then some dude said it, and I thought, what a weird thing to say.
Allie said she slapped somebody in Walmart for saying that after her mom died.
Oh boy. I was going to tell her how much because her mommy was on the wrong channel, and she had
her
been
mom was fun. Yeah,
she had been a telephone operator back when we had those things.
Did you hear, Darren, about what happened with Sam Kinison that day?
I think, but I don't remember it.
So his brother was following him in a different car, and it was like him and his kind of newlywed. They were in a Trans Am. So some guys in a pickup were drunk, and they hit him head on, and it was their fault. But he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. He probably would have survived because but they kind of had him out on the. They laid him down, and he kept saying, "No, not." What was it, Tony? He was saying, "No, not now."
Yeah, why now?
Ready.
Why now? Why now?
Yeah, why now? Why now? And then he's like, "Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I get it." And then he passed away. So he was talking to somebody, but because he was a preacher, And some guy, I saw a documentary on YouTube, and the guy commented, he said, "Yeah, I was on that road that the same time it happened," and he said that those guys in that truck were about to hit him head on in his semi, and he jerked off the road, and he said he almost crashed. And he said if he hadn't have jerked off the road and just kept in his lane, he would have hit them, and he said it would have killed them in the truck, but it would have saved Sam Kinison. And he said he's lived with that all his life.
Yeah, I mean, there's always stuff like that. Like the Buddy Holly thing. Wasn't it? Dukes of Hazzard, Waylon Jennings, who like flipped the coin for a seat on the plane. So I hope your plane crashes.
Well, Buddy Holly says, "I hope you freeze to death" or something, and he says, "I hope your plane crashes."
Yeah,
and he said that haunted him the rest of his life. It's like it's Buddy's fault for telling you to, because there's somebody that was sent home because he had frostbite in his feet.
Yeah, because they had a tour bus that the heater was broken and that they didn't have the wherewithal to fix it, or I don't know what.
Like in Iowa, in the middle of I think whoever promoted that, or the promoter that did that tour, was on crack or something, because they said that was totally unorthodox to have a touring bus at that time of year in that region or whatever.
And then the plane, it's like there was no way in hell they should have even tried to take off.
Yeah, there's been a lot of. Go ahead.
I said they did a lot of goofy things back in the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's been a lot of research that went into that to find out what happened, and they pretty much have it nailed down. And there was a few different things. One of them, so the pilot was a kid, and he was still going through training, and he wasn't certified to go through weather. But the problem is he thought it's the weather service, the local weather service, wasn't relaying the National Weather Service properly. The National Weather Service said that there was a giant snowstorm coming in that was all the way to Kansas, and it was coming in fast. And the local service said everything's fine. So he probably wouldn't have flown had he known that. Yeah. And when he flew it, that the plane had this archaic. It was before the
artificial horizon.
Yeah, so it had an old school one that was basically useless. Especially to an inexperienced pilot or something like that. So he wasn't qualified to go in zero visibility.
Yeah,
and they'd barely taken off. The guy
that was the thing. It was just barely got up in the air and then blammo.
Yeah, he saw the lights go down. That's how close it was. Sad day. The day the music died. I remember my mom and her boyfriend, B, they were in that den listening to American Pie, and I think he thought it was about Vietnam, and he kept smirking and pointing every time he would make a thing. And I'm just think I don't think I knew what it was about, but at the time, because I was kind of a kid, but I'm just like, it was about Buddy Holly and stuff, and then the rest of it was just kind of nonsense. Even Don McLean said it was just kind of just a bunch of personal things. Yeah. He just rhyming the moon with June and different things.
Oh, yeah. Well, and the other thing about that was, Bobby V, he was like, did a bunch of stuff. He took over some of the tour dates from Buddy Holly after the accident, and that was his big break.
Oh, yeah.
So his whole career was like.
Oh, they asked Don McLean. They said, well, what does that song mean? He said, it means I'll never have to work again.
No, because our friend Deb, our late friend Deb, talked about she knew Bobby Boris Pickett, and said he was able to retire from the Monster Man. He released that one song, and he was able to retire on it.
That's That's winning the lottery, life's lottery. Be able to. Could you imagine just getting a check in the mail, not having to do shit the rest of your life because of one stupid song?
So I discovered Aldi today. I've been wanting to go there, but we finally went today. And they've got like an extra large take and bake pizza, which was good. That's what I was eating earlier. for like $7.50, and I ate one slice. I'm like, I could probably go like 4 days on that one pizza.
Oh, really?
This
That's pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
There's
I
an
mean, it's
Aldi's
not-
here. The problem with the Aldi's here is you can't go there looking for a specific item. You just got to go there and see what they have. Because they never have what you're looking for, but they got a whole bunch of interesting stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of like just Netflix.
Yeah.
Eventually, it used to be, oh, I want to watch this movie. Let's see if it's on Netflix. It's like, no, it doesn't work like that. You say, I want to watch a movie. Let's see what's on Netflix.
Because Aldi's and Trader Joe's, they were founded by two German brothers. And they worked together, and then for a while they decided to go their separate ways, and they split the company in two, and one of them was Aldi's and the other one was Trader Joe's.
I can't get over I don't want to put a coin deposit to get a damn shopping cart. Just call me old school.
You get it back.
You get it back.
How do you know? What if it
'Cause I've
doesn't?
been there.
I've done
What
it.
if it doesn't give it back to you?
But then they just bust it like everybody else does.
Although you
Yes.
technically don't get it back, really. Because they take your food out of your basket and then they put it in the previous customer's basket. So you get
Oh,
somebody else's.
gross. And do you get interest on that money you put in there, that deposit? Do you get interest on it? No.
The
They
standard
keep the
interest
interest
rate.
on it.
But yeah, I
But
kind of like
don't ever store anything at like an airport locker, because they do the same thing. Well, then they just charge you. But we had lockers at college where you put the coin in, and if you came back within a certain time, you would just get the coin back, and otherwise it'd keep the coin. You can use it for like an hour for free.
Made somebody rich.
Well, guys, I know I normally hang till 10, but I'm gonna cut these today. I
Oh,
don't want you
God.
guys having to call. I don't want you guys having to call my wife because I'm snoozing in front of the TV here.
I'm gonna mail you a 5-hour energy drink.
There
Yeah,
you go.
that won't kick in time.
No, they kick in instantly. I use them when I drive
They
the
don't
long
do
trips.
shit for me.
As
Nothing.
soon as it hits my
I
tongue,
could-
it's like,
I've never tried meth or coke, but that shit probably wouldn't work for me either. Nothing perks me up. I'm just, ugh. I drink coffee all day long to do a damn thing.
I just to get
what you
that-
do is take a flat iron, like a hair flat iron, and grab your cock with it.
But that's not going to give me
I don't-
energy.
Yeah, but I want to be able to sleep later tonight. So
I guess so.
Next time
Anyways,
I'm
guys.
driving, I'm gonna just think about the stupid shit I did when I was younger, and then I won't be
Ah.
able to.
well, Darren, we could both do that, and we sit there and ask ourselves how come we're still alive. So
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
See, I've been taking nitrous oxide.
all right.
Really? That, like, the laughing gas?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think nitric and nitrous might be different things.
Does it make you see cool stuff like at the dentist?
I never saw cool stuff at the dentist. The occasional not half bad looking hygienist. That was about it.
And then they lean right over, in front of you, and you're like,
Yeah.
What I'm dreaming about tonight.
And then when AIDS was the thing, that everybody got paranoid, and they started putting like rubber stuff over your face and gloves and all that other thing. Come on.
and
I
then they
ain't
just
got
put
it.
bright
You
lights in
ain't
your
got
face.
it. Let's grow up.
Yeah, when I was like 7, I think was when I had my crown put in. The dentist had my jaw propped up, and he had this thing called a raincoat put in my mouth to keep. And then he had like the nitrous nose thing, and he's like, "Hey, look at you with a mirror," and I'm like, "Ah!"
I always hate those film things they make you bite down on in your mouth, and it just hurts like hell because they're poking you in your gums and
Oh,
shit.
I hate
Yeah,
those
yeah.
X-ray things. You'd think they would have had better technology now. They still have those
Yeah.
damn things.
Well, no, they put the X-ray thing on you and point it at you, and then they leave the room. It's like, it's safe for me, but it's not safe for you.
Yeah, they've got like the lead apron and everything. What about me? Just stay still. Spread your cheeks.
Well, I think the difference is we're getting exposed one time. They got to do it all day long. So
Yep.
every day.
Yeah.
I had said that that's actually a precious moment because I'd said that as a joke when Steve was there. He's like,
Ah.
the dentist made you spread your cheeks. I said, the dentist, not Dennis. That's gross.
Anyways, guys, you guys have a good evening.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
All right.
enjoy. Have fun.
I'll try to be more. I'll try to be more lively next week. Am I
I
ever
don't know how
really
much
lively?
liveliness.
Though? That's the question.
How much liveliness can we take?
I don't know.
Well, he's
I mean,
making
even
me
Timmy's-
tired now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm beat right now. So
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
I'm gonna call it quits,
Should
guys.
we end this? Should we? Hey, let's make a deal. Let's end this at 9:30, and this takes 10 minutes more.
All right.
All right.
So
Give
I
us
had
another.
$1 million idea.
What?
I had another $1 million idea.
What's
Good.
So
that?
my first one was a dehumidifier that takes the humidity and instead of depositing it in a water bucket, it makes ice. That would be
Oh, yeah.
awesome. I told you. My
Yeah.
new $1 million idea is an app that you install everywhere. And anytime somebody on the radio or the internet mentions Taylor Swift, it replaces it with a Rick Astley song. So you're Rick
Oh, good.
yourself. Better than hearing about Taylor Swift.
I think anything is better than Taylor Swift. Yeah, I think that would be better. I guess I am fortunate that I've never heard a Taylor Swift song.
You probably have, and you just don't realize it.
Where would I have heard it? Because I don't listen to commercials. You know,
You can walk
You don't
into
go to- you don't go to the
any
shopping
grocery
mall?
store.
huh?
You don't go to the shopping mall or anything like that crap.
I don't. When's the last time there's been a shopping mall?
You don't go grocery shopping at Publix because they play it almost all the time.
I don't. I rarely go to Publix. It seems like Walmart. They got piped in. They play like a lot of '80s music and stuff.
They do, but I
Or
have
maybe
heard Taylor.
maybe her stuff is so generic and sterile that it doesn't even register.
That wouldn't surprise me.
It just doesn't seem like music that would have any kind of melody. It just seems like AI written stuff.
I would imagine some of it's probably well written and well
Yeah.
performed. It's just
Oh, I'm
I have
sure it
interest in
is.
It's beyond us, Darren.
Yeah.
But I just, if there's a requirement, if there was like a FCC requirement before, they can release, pop songs for radio and all that stuff, the artist has to record one song with no effects and no bull crap at all, and actually to see if they can actually sing.
Yeah.
Actually, I've heard. Okay, I'm about to say it. I've heard Taylor
Whoa.
Swift swing a cappella, and she's got a pretty good voice.
Ah, okay.
Who?
Yeah, I don't doubt it. So there's got to be a reason she's popular. I just don't want to deal with it.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, I
decent
don't listen
looking.
to it. I don't listen to her or watch her on any type of regular basis, but
It was like Debbie Gibson back in the 80s. You'd rather look at her than listen to her.
I still think Razor Fist had the best take. It was a year or two ago when Trump posted on his Truth. He said, "I hate Taylor Swift," and he says, I like Trump and everything, but he could have been a little more creative than saying that. Why didn't he say, "What's the difference between a Taylor Swift video and a porn video? The porn video has better music." Like that would have been awesome if he'd had said that, instead of,
No, the one I like staring at, and I know Timmy doesn't really care, but who didn't like staring at Stevie Nicks?
Oh, yeah, back in the day.
I remember you
Who?
liked her.
Who's he?
Yeah.
He's that blues guy that died in the helicopter.
Yeah.
I think it was a blind guy that's always like this.
Yeah, which
The guy
way? He only
Ebony and
went
Ivory.
one way. He didn't go both ways. He only went one way.
No, that was Ray Charles.
But he only ever leaned one way. He didn't go like both ways. It was just one way.
Who was the other one in the 80s we didn't mind staring at?
That you didn't like staring at?
No, the
Well,
other
there
one
was
that we
like a
didn't mind.
Tiffany and a Spiffany and
I didn't like.
there
I
were
never liked
decent ones.
Tiffany.
You know, like the Go Bangle Rama girls. You know, I can't tell any of them
Oh.
apart.
Yeah.
Oh, Susanna Hoff. Yeah.
No. There's that hot one I dream about after I drink tequila.
Debbie Gibson?
No, I don't even need alcohol to dream about her. They're Go-Go's. Belinda Carlisle.
Belinda Carlisle. Yeah, she's kind of.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's why I just call them Go Bangle Rama because I can't tell them apart.
Well, I saw the Go-Go's. No, the drummer. She was at one of the Comic Cons.
Wasn't that
Yeah,
Tony?
little dog with her. Yeah, she didn't seem happy. She kind of looked like one of those rode hard and put up wet kind of.
Ooh.
Well, that's probably because they invited the whole band to be there, and she was the only one that showed up, and she was pissed off. So
Well, they did that with the
Probably,
Ramones. They invited all the Ramones to go to this one con that Timmy went to, and only one of them showed up.
I think only one of them was alive, Marky. He just kind of does. He's another one. Nobody ever visits him or anything. He just looks unhappy. Yeah, it was Pensacon. Wendy was there.
Ah.
Yeah, I thought the Bangles and the Go-Go's were talented. Bananarama weren't talented. They were like three cheerleaders singing on a tailgate together. I mean, they sang in unison like a bunch of hippies.
Yeah,
Or
but
Ace.
Wendy says that was Pensacon, yeah. Well, which was the one that did the? It was Leonard Nimoy and an Imperial, and they were sitting in the back of the Imperial, and he was driving.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Really?
Yeah,
That was a great video. It was Nimoy, and it was like a '64 Imperial, and whatever band it was in the back seat goofing off.
I just think of the B-52 that got me a Chrysler. It's as big as a
No,
whale.
this was
or
Yeah,
who
it was-
didn't
it was-
enjoy watching-
What about a Joy Buzzer?
I said, who didn't enjoy watching Connie Katang, dancing on that hood of that car in Whitesnake's video?
Yeah.
Boy, you guys got better memories than me.
Well, this was back when MTV played videos.
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking, God, she's going to ding up that hood.
Yeah, that would have helped her ding up that hood.
Well, then again, she was pretty nicely padded all around. I don't think that she had any sharp edges on her.
I read a story saying they're pulling the plug on MTV.
What?
I read a story saying they're pulling the plug on MTV.
Yeah, and everybody was saying, "Huh? They were still in the air."
Yeah.
Well,
I think
the
it's
way
just
that-
a YouTube channel now, isn't it?
I think what they said was, MTV's going to quit doing music videos after 40 years. No, MTV quit doing music videos after like 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like
That's
when
another
AOL made a huge announcement: "We're going to drop dial-up." Huh?
I was on AOL and I had auto pay with my debit card. And back in the 90s, it wasn't super uncommon for a debit card to just not work, some kind of communication error or whatever. And instead of trying it again or notifying me, they just canceled my account. I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, bye.
I did that today. I tried to use Venmo for the first time in like 10 years. And I had my debit card and it didn't this doesn't work. It's not going to work. So I put in my debit card information. Well, you already got this card. Like, I don't know what to do. And then it finally just worked. So I guess the technology hasn't gotten any better.
Yeah.
Speaking of girls we didn't mind looking at, MTV, Martha Quinn, who.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, she was cute.
She's still actually kind of cute.
Oh, yeah?
The girl from the 80s or 90s TV movie It. That was
Molly
like
Ringwald?
No, she wasn't a household name. She was just a little kid. But they did a documentary on It, on the old one, recently. So she's in her 40s, probably maybe late 40s. She was not bad looking.
And before we
When
go,
she was 12, but when she was 40 something, she was kind of cute.
before we go, Darren didn't remember this, but I could swear it was you that said this, Gotch Chuck, that when the Go-Go's Our Lips Are Sealed came out, that Darren was calling it Alex the Seal.
No, it wasn't me.
Had to have been Putt.
I don't remember that.
I
mean,
didn't
it
make it
works.
up.
I didn't
Darren
say you didn't make it
remember
up. It
you
just
don't-
wasn't me.
No, Steve had a guy on the YouTube's Got No Talent, and some dude covering Our Lips Are Sealed. And I'm thinking I didn't want to ding the guy for it but the problem is that song has got to be sung by girls with cute voices, otherwise it has no point at all.
I understand that. There's a lot of songs like that. Well, fellers, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for
Yeah.
hanging out, Darren. Congrats on the new pad.
Hey,
Yeah, I'll have to come up and check it out.
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh,
good.
you'll be here this weekend.
The plan.
So at
yeah,
least,
I was
check that-
telling Timmy earlier that you guys should like just shoot some video with the phones or whatever.
Yeah, we will at least try to get to the car show. I'll be there probably at least all morning and probably until about two or three.
We'll go to Beef O'Brady's.
Yay!
That's a long way from me, but
No,
We'll figure something-
they're all over Florida. I'm sure there's one up there.
well, I haven't heard of one. But yeah, keep in touch, keep communicating, and we'll figure it out.
All right. Well, you guys have a good one.
And that
You too.
applies.
Thanks, everybody.
That guy that looked just like Scotty at that last TampaCon, that Scotty look-alike, James Doohan he gave me this.
Cool.
Ah,
Anyway, take care, fellers.
Take care.
All
Have a
right,
good
we'll
night,
see ya.
everybody.
Night. I guess I'll see you
Night.
tomorrow, Darn? Or you coming tonight?
No, tomorrow.
Okay.
right. Okay, I'll push the button. Bye,
All
folks
right.
watching.
Take care, fellers. Bye.